I don't know where he is. I'm not going to message him. He knows the link, right? That hasn't changed.
No, it hasn't.
Let me do this real quick. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing this morning?
Very well.
Right.
How are you?
Good. So, Jorn, I heard you ordered the did you order the carbon fiber squaze?
Yes, sir. Yes, I did.
Is it en route?
Towards you, yes.
Oh, you had them ship it to me?
Yes.
At least now you know it's going to get to you, right?
Well, now I have the stainless steel to hold me over, so the
Good
rest I'll just pick up
job.
in April. Oh, yeah, exactly.
Oh no, it's the high hype train.
Okay.
Time to make the bits fall like rain. It's the high hype train.
Give me 1 second, guys. You guys could talk amongst yourselves. I want to see something. Because he had sent me. Whoa. Oh, that could be an issue.
How so?
Uh,
But I don't think he sent it out yet, Jay, because I got the mail that for paying the shipping cost yesterday. So it's highly doubtful that you already have it.
Unless he does it automatically, where once you get a payment, you automatically have a shipping label.
No, because I sent him an email when I got the notification, hey, your shipment is ready. And then he sends out a mail to check out with the international shipping costs. And then he sends it out. And I responded with that email, just don't send it to me, just send it to Jay. Okay, no problem. And that was like yesterday. So
that was yesterday.
probably not. Yeah, it's probably not sent out yet. So it shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. Oh, okay. Whew. I was gonna say I'm fucked because I don't have a carbon fiber for you. so
It's fine. I'll take yours. It's no
oh
problem.
yeah, okay. All the hits that I've been working on. Yeah, thank you. All right.
That's how I get Alicia, right?
Yeah, that's how you get her. Yeah, you just take over from me. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, Lance. Thank you, Jorn. You're in here. And thank you, Jenna. I have a question. Well, man, I got so much I want to talk about today. We tried to do a vocals, and every fucking thing I was talking about, it was ruining like my whole shit. I had to leave. But so I don't even know where to begin. Let's begin with your hat. What are you doing, Jorn?
It's a beautiful hat. What are you talking about?
Okay, I've known you for close to 4 years where we've been talking. So 20, I mean, all right, so let's count out 2023. Let's go 2022, 2021, 2020. So that's 3 years. right? When did you become a patron?
2019.
Yeah, and you used to come in and not talk, and then you started talking about a year out, roughly, maybe 6 months. Okay, and I've seen
Now
you wear
you
a
can't
hat,
get me to shut up. That's the problem.
right? But I've seen you wear a hat once in
Good job.
Matthew. Too much. Maybe Spade will get on that train. Okay, so what? Why are you wearing a hat now?
Well, I got the sense when I jumped into the vocals
Uh huh.
that you didn't particularly like the way my hair looked. So I went, let me get a hat and remove that issue.
No, because that's a fantastic talking point. Can you please go ahead and unveil your head? Okay. What happened? You just going with the greaser look?
I tried some product, it backfired.
Because it doesn't necessarily look bad. It just I feel like that's a thing from the. I mean, you guys can help me out. 70s, 80s, like where people would put grease in their hair and then comb it. Is that coming back?
Oh, this isn't comb. I
Oh,
just
yeah.
put it in my hands and just pushed it towards the back. That's it.
Also, use your fingers like a comb.
Pill cream? Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, Matthew, you do it too, clearly. So
Yeah.
I feel like Spade. You got any gel? He's got no fucking microphone.
Oh,
Well, the
I had
first
myself
couple
muted.
of times.
Sorry, I was coughing and I forgot to turn it off.
Got it.
No, I got a little hairspray in my hair because last time you told me that my hair was
Spray?
disheveled. So
Wait, you do hairspray?
well, yeah.
It takes a
how
certain
often-
kind of man to put hairspray in his hair.
I just ruin the ozone layer by spraying a little bit in my hair, and we'll call it a day.
Oh, now I want to use hairspray. Now that you put it like that.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, you use hairspray? So
Yeah, why?
how do you get it to the position to where you use the hairspray?
Like Jorn, I use my hands and I just go like this.
Like with what though? What is your lubrication? Nothing. Just your hair just does what it wants. And then you use the hairspray. You don't use gel, water, mousse, nothing.
No. Dry hair, spray a little hairspray, and then just do your hair
I have a
whatever, and then you're done.
I have a follow-up question. Do they make male hairspray? Like
What
for
the hell?
men?
What would be the difference? Are they going to put it with a manly
No.
guy in there?
I'm not
It'll
saying
have a
Saying
manly
there's
smell.
This is
You
for
won't smell
men.
like fucking grape Kool-Aid. I mean,
No, I don't. No.
when you smell women's hairspray, it always reminds me of grapes and like some type of fucking drink.
But that's
It's
because
not
you're used
manly.
to the
It's not
Aquaman.
like what man. That hairspray, it smells like fucking plywood. Or my god, bro, your hair smells like stainless steel. Like
That would be kind of cool, though, if you really.
that's
think
what I'm
about
saying.
it.
Like wow, Damascus, nice, manly.
So it's an untapped market then.
Oh, I think it's untapped because no fucking man in his right mind will put hairspray in his.
Why not?
I don't. I feel like someone that if Contra had hair would put hairspray in his hair.
There's also, if you think about it, Spade, there's no manly way to imply it.
Yeah, you gotta.
It's. Yeah, I guess. I mean, you could do it like you do cologne, right? You could be like, "Tss, tss,
Oh
done."
no, you ain't putting on hair. First off, you put on hairspray like that, you're gonna have a blotch here, a blotch here, right? It's gonna. Well, you use hairspray, so you'll know. But when it gets on your skin, it gets like
Yeah, you get that white, and it looks
Yeah,
like you just
it's-
jizzed on your head.
and it feels crispy.
Is this how your eye got infected because of the hairspray?
I wish it was that simple. I wish.
So, what made you put the gel in your hair to begin with, Jorn? Like, what was that?
I got. So I ordered online some beard shampoo, and I got a free sample with it, and I tried it out.
Do you like the?
I
do
didn't
you like
think
it?
Oh yeah, it smells nice. It smells very manly, like grapes and stuff.
Like Aquanet. Got it.
Aquanet does smell good, but it reminds me of grape juice. So when you put it in your hair, what was the purpose though? Just to like look more presentable, or are you going for a look?
Oh no, I just wanted to try out the product and how good it was.
Did you
Maybe
get
if
your
I...
hair cut? Is that why you did
No,
it?
no, no, no,
No? Okay.
no.
You know, when you showed yourself on where was that, Zoom the other day, or was that Vocals, where you were outside smoking a vape?
Yeah. That was Saturday. Saturday vocals, I think.
Okay, so I just have a question. That angle that you were down there, right? Your beard was out to here. Your beard goes that far out?
Oh yeah.
Where is it now? No, I just
Closer.
didn't. Maybe it was.
Closer. Yeah, he has much more
Maybe it was
gray
the
in his
angle?
beard.
Oh yeah, a lot of gray hair.
Maybe it was the
Also-
angle
also-
on which you was holding
Yeah.
it, because it went shoulder to shoulder. Looked like you had an upside down mushroom for a beard.
It went shoulder to shoulder. It looked
I
like
swear to
that
God,
big.
yeah. In the angle, it was. I don't know if his head was down or it was kind of pressed, but bro, I said I don't remember Jorn's beard being that big. I mean, it was fluffy,
Use
unkept,
vocals, bro.
unkept,
Very manly.
very manly.
I fluffed it up
Was
with
like that.
hairspray. Looked nice.
So let me
Hairspray
ask you-
wouldn't fluff it up. It would stiffen it up.
This is true. Could you put hairspray in your beard?
I don't
Sure.
see why not. It's hair.
Probably.
Will it?
There's people that do gel in them as well, right?
Yeah.
The
For
one
what?
with
Yeah,
the
they-
mustaches.
you ever-
Oh no,
Yeah,
I've seen the
that's
stashes. No, I'm
wax.
talking about
That's
the
wax.
beard.
Oh, they
Yeah, I'm
do it
sure
with
they
beards
do.
as well.
Have you not seen some of those competition where these people like fold their beards into stupid things?
Yeah. I've seen that. I'm talking about
Yeah.
regular day usage, like you did with your hair and hairspray. Like where you just
That's
today,
probably-
I want the sides of my face to be a little bit more crispy than the rest. Let me use some hairspray, and we are good.
Yeah, that's probably.
I'm gonna try it out later on today.
Yeah, tell me. I feel like it would be uncomfortable because it's gonna be stiff on your face.
Yeah, 100%.
It's, yeah, it's
gotta be.
possible.
Nah,
Unless you get some of that with that hairspray that's like, they have that wet look hairspray where it's like flexible. It looks like no.
You really know a lot about
I'm
hairspray.
talking about way
man.
too
get
much
out of
about
my head,
hairspray.
Jorn. That was gonna be my line. You know a lot about fucking hairspray, bro. do you shop for different? I'm gonna stop beating you up. It's too early in the morning.
no.
Let me switch lanes. So I got a story for you. Let's change because I don't want to hurt Spade's feelings too much. You know, I got to be careful with the New Yorkers. Okay, so I've been having this poop problem. Okay, I shit a lot. It's not a matter of not having enough of fiber because it's solid, but it's if I eat, I will be shitting in 20 minutes. Okay, it doesn't matter if I eat a piece of pizza, if I eat a bagel, dropping the beans. Ray, thank you, brother. It doesn't matter what I eat, beans, taco, name it, a piece of bread, I have to shit. So recently, I get hemorrhoids a lot. And I just pay them no mind. I just look like that fucking weirdo that people make a meme at Walmart by scratching my asshole in the middle of the public. I don't give a shit. My asshole itches. Yours doesn't. I'm going to take care of it. You won't. So I scratch my asshole in Walmart. I'll scratch my asshole at the cash register. Of course, I'm not dirty about it. I don't go directly to the asshole. There's a barrier between my finger and my asshole, and that's the boxer briefs. So I dig in there and I scrape away. It doesn't matter. I could be in the farmer's steak aisle. So anyway, I'm like, you know what? I don't know what's been happening lately. I got some bad roids. And I get them often. Like when I say often, I want to venture in saying at least 2 times a month. I know it's not that crazy, but keep in mind that hemorrhoids, depending on the model of hemorrhoid, literally, there's like 7 different anal hemorrhoids you could get. Depending on
That's
the
interesting.
family of hemorrhoid, I don't know. Depending on the type. There we go. Yeah, right. So depending on the type of hemorrhoid will dictate how long it takes to go away. It could be a day. It could be 5 days. It could be 6 weeks. It could be 10 months. It could be 5 years. So the other day, I'm showering, and we're in an after party, and I take my loofah, and I told you guys about this. This wasn't the other day. This was 2 weeks ago. I take the loofah, the plastic loofah, and I go in my asshole, and I stuff it in there. Kind of like anal beads, but with a loofah. And as I pull it out, my toes do this little dance because it just feels phenomenal. Oh, God, that is so good. Like, it sounds like someone's playing a harmonica and their fingers over all the ports. Just, oh, God, let's do it again. Stuff it in again, rip it out. No big deal. Okay, so the itch goes away. I dry my asshole off. Everything is fine. I just feel so good. My knees are numb. I feel like I just came. I have a little bit of a hard-on, so we have sex. But moving on. Okay, hemorrhoids fine. A couple days go by. Hemorrhoids still there. Super itchy. So when I shit now, what happens is every time, at this time, when I shit, it pops the hemorrhoid. And it looks like somebody took cherry amp and poured it in the toilet bowl. Like that much blood. You can't even see the color of the shit. So I'm like, okay, now when you have red blood in your toilet, it's not that big of a deal. That means that something close is the problem. That could be either your anal or your anal cavity. Not necessarily the colon. The colon would be more brown because it's got a process. Okay, so I'm like, all right, I'm going somewhere with this. Just wait for a second. So, okay, all right, I don't know what's happening. Nothing to be concerned about. Fast forward a week to yesterday. I'm sitting on the chair, and it feels like someone is quite literally nibbling on my asshole as I'm sitting there. Like, I said, oh, shit, hot. I don't know what the fuck this is. So I've heard stories of pinworms. Pinworms are little things that come out of your asshole at night, and they kind of scavenge like little vultures around your asshole to clean up fecal matters. But I wasn't sleeping, and it was just in the middle of the day. I'm playing a game, and I'm just hot. I feel like somebody biting my asshole. So I was like, what in the fuck is this? And I'm playing tanks, and you know when you're in the middle of the game, you can't pause it. It's like, I got to get through this, right? And I'm doing all these tricks on the screen, whatever. So I'm finally done. I'm like, yo, hold on a second. I'm muted. Yo, I'm not even joking. I'm muted. I go into the bathroom. I put some toilet paper on my hand like a normal fucking person, and I wipe my ass. It looked like you took ketchup and just poured it all over the paper towel. I said, what the fuck is this? Now, this is the first time in 43 years I've ever wiped my ass and scooped out blood. Like, not shit, like clots of blood, like a period, out of my ass. I said, okay, I'm gonna go crazy here. Not being sexual, I'm gonna stick the paper towel on my asshole. Because I want to see if the tip, where my fingertip is, if there's blood in there or if it's outside. Right? Do like what a doctor would. And sure enough, no, it's clean. It's fine. Okay, I mean, aside from some shit, I could tell the difference between shit and blood. Not really. No, because one just looks messier than the other. I taste it, but that's neither here nor there. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's blood. Got it. No big deal. Ooh, that's the potato I had yesterday. So, thing on my asshole and everything is good. Everything is good. I'm like, all right, no big deal. Yo, three wipes, all good to go. I said, Brie, we got to look up some shit for some hemorrhoids. First time in my life. Why? Because I have a hemorrhoid the size of a fucking baby's fist on my asshole. It's literally that big on my asshole. So I said, we got to find something that I could shrink this with. Because what you do is you go to a proctologist and they'll do a hemorrhoidectomy. So there's two ways to remove it. They either cut it with a laser, so you'll spread your cheeks on a table. They'll take a laser, literally, block off one side, your ass cheek, and cut it, sever it. Because what it is a blood clot, like you know when you get like a blood blister?
Skin tag. Oh, okay.
No, not a skin. Ew, what? Ew, shut up. No, gross. On your asshole? So, what? So hemorrhoid, whatever, is like a blood blister, but it's on your asshole. It's a blood clot. So they'll cut it. They don't like to do that one because then 3-4 days later, it's worse pain than when you first had. When it would just go away on its own, but some people can't deal with the pain. I, however, have swamp ass all the time, so it's just like swamp ass time too. You know, I just don't wipe good enough. That's fine. No big deal. You got to see my wiping now. My shit's on fleek. You lick my asshole. Looks like a fucking Hershey Kiss. Perfect. Anyway, so, and the reason because of the hemorrhoid. And then the other way, it's called rubber band litigation. What it does is they take those like the rubber bands people put on their braces. They grab the hemorrhoid from the tip of the hemorrhoid, take this rubber band and slide it on. And then that seals up, and then the hemorrhoid, pops off, basically, but it's sealed. Okay. I'm not doing either of those. First off, I'm embarrassed about the size of my hemorrhoid. I'm being real. I don't want to put my asshole in front of some pretty-ass woman or some old-ass dude that's like, look at this guy's shit. I'm going to take a picture, put it on my Facebook, show people how big hemorrhoids could get. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be the hemorrhoid dude. I'm already known as the fucking foot tickler and the toe licker. I don't want to be known as the fucking guy with the gumball hemorrhoid. So, okay, not doing that. What's the next option? I said, Brie, what are we going to do? She says, she gets all excited when I ask her for, oh my God, I'll go on Instacart and I'll order you 55 different fucking hemorrhoid creams. We don't need that. Just help me out. Give me something. She's like, okay. And then she comes back with a phone and there's like 19 things on the list. She's like, this cream, we'll get them all. And I'm looking at the bottom. I'm like, $192. How much would the doctor's appointment be? How many people are going to come over at a bash or a party, have hemorrhoids, and say, Jay, you got me on the cream? Probably never. But let's get them all. So she gets them all. That's fine. And last night, I'm so nervous. I know to get rid of hemorrhoids, and I'm speaking from experience. I know to get rid of hemorrhoids, the best thing to do is not shit. It's because every time you shit, you're essentially reclotting that. Side note, remember this when I'm done with the story, is how come when you have a hemorrhoid and shit goes past that, you don't get dysentery? Think about that. Because shit is going into your bloodstream.
Good job.
For a second. Sit on that for a second. That's a good topic. So anyway, I'm like, okay, so yesterday I had to shit all last night. Bro, and you know me, like when I gotta poop, I'm gonna go. Like I'm gonna shit right where I'm at. And I'm like, nope. And I'm not trying to tighten up my butt cheeks to hold it in, like not trying to be funny. I'm trying to like tell my body, don't poop because we got to fix this. And hemorrhoids, the way you get hemorrhoids, it's all over the place. But the best way to explain it is when you sit all day and your butt cheeks are compressed together. That causes your asshole to kind of fold in the center. And then it's supposed to be tight and pulling on each other. So because it's folded, the blood flowing through that throughout the day will clot and cause hemorrhoids just from sitting. That's it. So the way you counter this is to sit like on it's bad for your back, but sit on the top of your butt so your butt cheeks are kind of loose.
Tailbone.
Or you can spread your butt cheeks, not trying to be funny, and sit down with your butt cheeks spread so your asshole has tension on it. The next way is obesity. Check. The next way is shitting long enough. Check. The next way is to sit after you're done shitting long enough. Check. So I check all those fucking boxes. Great. How do I dial this down? Let's do an experiment. Yesterday, I'm sitting here after I shit, and I apply, first off, Tux, Preparation H, and Brie gives me this little thing to stick in my asshole and inject it. I licked it. I threw it away. I licked it to lube it, not to taste it. Licked it to lube it to put it into my asshole. Realized it was a bad idea, even though I just stuck a fucking loofah all the way in my ass last week. So I threw that away. I put all this shit on my ass, and literally within 5 minutes of putting it on my ass, it burns like you would not believe. Feels like someone's got a lighter to my asshole. But I feel like that's working. You know, like when you get surgery or something, and you kind of feel like, okay, that's healing, or when it's itchy, it's scratchy, that means it's healing, like a scab.
Right.
So last night, I put all this shit on my asshole, and I kind of feel it working. And I'm like, I'm not going to shit. This morning, I go on a toilet bowl, could not shit. Instead of sitting there like I normally would, not playing a game, but trying to push it out, I just said, okay, I'm not going to shit. Because I felt it was there, but I would have had to push. And I'm not trying to push to make the hemorrhoid worse. Whatever. So I take a shower. Oh, God, I love showering. Not because it makes me clean, but it gives me a chance to actually finger my asshole and get away with it. So I take the shower, and then we eat the egg. And I knew I was eating the egg. In about fucking 5 minutes, it's on. I'm going to shit. I've done so well not shitting last night. So I come upstairs, and sure enough, bubble guts. I go in the bathroom, and I don't squeeze. I sit there, and I'm not playing a game. Jorn, you'd be proud of me. sitting there, I'm like, if Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. I figured by the time I was at the end of the song, if I didn't shit, it's time to get up. Mary had a, here it comes. Don't stop singing. Twinkle, twinkle, little. All right, we're good. And then I get down like this. I put the knees on the elbow, and it dumps. Like, you remember Curtis with the pump and dump? I don't even pump and dump. I just dump. It's like you took a plug from a bathtub and just opened it, and everything came out of my ass. And all I'm thinking about is all that shit is going right past that hemorrhoid. It's going to rip it open. Okay, no big deal. So I clean up. I clean up real nice, man. As funny as I may make jokes, if you've met me, you know that I'm clean. I clean my hand. I'm a very clean person. So I'm not scrubbing my ass. I'm using the wipes, using the toilet paper, going back to the wipes, whatever. And I've got to put the cream on. And right now I got the cream on. And I feel like when you put this shit on, what it does to your asshole is it makes it smaller. You understand what I'm saying? Like
it puckers it up.
Yes. And it feels oily, but it's okay because it's not itchy. But it makes literally, okay, so if I could stick this in my asshole, after preparation H sitting on my asshole, I'm lucky if I could stick this in. I don't know what it is, but that reminds me that when I got tattoos, I don't know, Spade, you don't have no tattoos.
No.
Okay, anybody in chat, I don't know about you guys in Belgium, it was a thing in the 90s that if you got tattoos, you use preparation H.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody, so you guys have heard that. And people used to be like, oh, that's stupid. But it makes sense because preparation H, that's what I used on all my tattoos. It tightens up the skin so it'll hold the ink. Well, I mean, they turned out well. But that's what we used to use. But anyway, long story short, this hemorrhoid fucking problem I'm having, and it's not a matter of fiber. I have 180% of my daily fiber intake. Did you know that fiber will either give you diarrhea or make your shit way too hard? It's the opposite of what people say. You need more fiber in your diet. It could make you constipated if you have too much fiber because it makes your shit too solid.
So solid you can't pop it out.
Right. But I
that's
don't
gotta
know.
hurt though. That's gotta hurt though when you're trying to like.
My thing is as I'm pushing it out, I feel the hemorrhoid ripping. And I swear to God, for a moment, I heard a squeak. It might have been a fart, but I thought it was the hemorrhoid screaming for help. Like, and I think the fart got caught behind the hemorrhoid, did like a U-turn and just let go whatever it had.
So I have a question for you.
Something excited. Eek! That's what it sounded like.
Wouldn't it be better for you to have constant diarrhea for a week or two?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Because it'll be wet, right? So then
you push too hard with diarrhea. You know, like when it's at the bottom, pressure. Like when you have diarrhea and you're at the very bottom, you're like, you know what I'm talking about? It just doesn't dump out. Yeah. You kind of push. It can't be no pushing. But how come we don't get dysentery? Shit is going into your bloodstream.
Is it because it's not like a main blood vein? Maybe that's it, because it's just on top.
Okay, so the question would be is if you have a cut on your arm, okay, and you took shit and rubbed that into the shit, could you not get dysentery, or do you have to consume it? Wouldn't you get an infection?
An infection, yes, but I think if you put it in a vein, yeah, then you'll probably get dysentery.
It's interesting. But I feel like the preparation H so anybody that gets hemorrhoids, man, it's from literally sitting too much. Obesity is a thing, but that's from not moving. But sitting, it's not good for your asshole.
So if you have them and you sit on those donuts, that means the donut is spreading your cheeks, like you said.
All right. Yes, the hemorrhoid pillows. Yeah, it's tightening up your ass. Well, tightening up in a sense of pulling it. Yes. Yep.
So, but there are no dietary tips to avoid them?
No, they tell you just more. It's not. It is a dietary thing, but it's more like. I know. My problem is not the sitting. My problem is shredding too long. That's it. You know, just trying to get every last bit out, and that's it. Like even if I feel like there's a little bit in there, I'll push, man, push hard, and that's not good. You're better off just waiting until it's at your asshole and then it's time to let go. Not
But it's weird. When you have diarrhea, you also try to push. That's weird.
yes,
Because
yes.
when I have diarrhea, I go to the toilet. I have to make sure I hold it up. Go to the toilet. Everything out. Okay, everything's out. I don't have to push.
It's like when you open up a faucet.
Yeah,
and
but
they go,
then what happens? Well, hold on. But then what happens? God, this is a weird stream. What happens? You know, we're all getting old. This is when we're talking about shit and ailments. But what happens? The poop, diarrhea, and 5 minutes later, what happens? You got to go shit again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like you didn't get enough out. So it's almost like, okay, I'm the fifth time. Let me sit there for a little bit.
But then, like you
Yeah,
said,
so the point,
shit
it's
is ready
only
to come
water.
out, right?
It is.
If you
It
go
is.
10
It's dehydration. Go ahead. What were you
if you
saying?
wait 10 minutes, if you wait 10 minutes and the pressure is on your ass to shit again, then it's gone down your bowel and you didn't have to pressure it. It's a hassle because you have to go every 10 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, I'd rather just sit there and do the diarrhea once every 2 hours. Just
Once and dump. That's it.
yeah, and I don't really get a lot of diarrhea. My problem is I get shredded poop a lot. I told you guys this, but the reason why is because the hemorrhoids are fucking up my poops. As the
So they're
hemorrhoid as
slicing the
it's
poop
coming
as it's
out,
coming out.
my hemorrhoids are like it's like a gate. So it's like you ever seen those cheese graters where you put the cheese on, you go like this. That's what my hemorrhoids doing to my shit. Here we come, chop it up, fellas. It's like fucking brown oatmeal.
People have no idea how much shit stings in an open wound. It burns like hell.
Shit in an open wound. I've never been in a scenario where
Situation?
I would have poop in a wound. Why did you have poop in a wound?
Yeah, our foreplay in Belgium is completely different than yours.
I didn't know you guys
You
went
know,
to scat porn.
hours? Well, we have. No, no, no.
Dan has.
So Mac, I saw your comment. I didn't want to ignore you with the witch hazel and dude wipes. I did that already a month ago. They're too thick. And I'd rather go with a company that has been doing hemorrhoids for 60 years. So I went with the Preparation H hemorrhoidal wipes and the cream. And apparently, and the witch hazel, and I actually have Tux witch hazel. Let me tell you something. That is like wiping your ass with a shower head. It is so wet that I just put it at the top of my butt crack, and I got a tight ass. It slides right down. Pew. And just kind of leave it, but it's wet. Yeah, so
Surprised
I
they
wouldn't
can't
recommend
freeze
it.
it off.
Did you know that women, when they get pregnant, they come across hemorrhoids and then they never get rid of them. They get them on their vagina.
Is that because they're pushing the kid out and that's why it happens?
Yep. So their asshole, that part. So once you get hemorrhoids, it's like kidney stones. You're always going to get them because your colon is essentially, or your rectum is pushed. It's too much straining over all the years, and that's why when women get it, it's because of pushing the baby out, pushing too hard. I mean, it's not like you guys are going to get pregnant anytime soon, so I wouldn't worry about that. Just don't spend an hour on the toilet bowl.
Don't destroy my dreams. I can get pregnant if I want to.
At today's day and age, you are absolutely correct. If you put your mind enough to it, you'll be brave enough to have a baby. Sure.
Let's go with that.
Probably breastfeed it as well.
It'll starve.
You see that one with the two oh god. You seen the one with the dude and the girl, but the dude is the one breastfeeding?
Yeah.
Even if you can get milk, which you can, it will have no nutritional value. None.
Wait, hold on. I can milk something?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Yes. So
Like,
certain men can
you can vote
lactate.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll lactate. 100%.
And how do you do that?
Get a breast pump.
How do you Wait, so if I put a breast pump on, I will actually lactate.
You think I'm playing with you? Okay.
No. I'm asking the question. I'm not
Yeah.
thinking you're playing with me. I'm being
100%.
serious. Like,
Yes.
It's still
I didn't
cheaper
know
to
that.
get regular milk for your coffee. I mean,
Yeah. I don't know what it tastes like. I've never sucked on a dude's nipple long enough. See what I did there? To get milk. But no, you can absolutely milk a dude. Yes. Whether you're gonna get what a woman has, no. But you will get fluids. Yes. 100%.
right now, my head's like, I did not know that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what it is, but it's not. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
See, when I think of that, every time I hear, what's his name, Robert De Niro in my head saying, "Greg, I have nipples. Can you milk
Greg, can you
me?"
milk me? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now. Like, so he was right. You can.
Yeah, you could
just have a higher risk of getting hair in your milk.
Yeah, I don't think it's milk.
Well, that's what a string
per se.
is
It's
for.
probably some type of fluid with a duct.
It's probably sweat.
Yeah, maybe sweat glands. You'll get fluid out of it. Whatever.
That's weird.
Salty milk.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Yeah, but so anyway, I figured I'd tell you guys a story because I wanted to talk about it. Just you guys don't ever get hemorrhoids? Never?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet.
Matthew?
Hey, I have a question.
Really? At your age?
What if you spread your butt cheeks on the toilet bowl, right? When you're sitting down, you spread them.
Try to
that way
shit
you can
like
sit there
that.
longer.
Try to shit like
It's
that.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's not very. Doesn't feel very good.
You would think they could freeze them off.
Yeah.
That's what they do with extra skin, right? With skin
And warts,
or
yeah,
something.
warts. Same.
Yeah.
Maybe because it's
But then-
Well,
You're
it's so
not
sensitive, man. I mean, you're talking about a very sensitive, a lot of nerve endings, man.
But
You
then
would think
does
that
it
would
bleed, or
cause
is
less pain
there-
than lasering it
Is there
off.
blood? Is there blood circulation inside of the thing, or is it just a pileup of blood?
Blister.
If we were not in Twitch and we were in Discord, I
Twitch.
quite literally, yes, I wouldn't. I'm not embarrassed and you guys wouldn't look for real. Why
Yeah,
not?
of course.
I would.
Why not?
I would.
Let
I'd
me
be like,
see
this is
Completely
weird.
interested now.
Watching.
I mean, like, who gives it? It's not like my ass is dirty. My ass is spotless. It's just you'll see, like live at. It's huge, bro. I mean, it looks like another asshole.
Yeah, I'm having troubles imagining it. So
you just need to
it
see
could
it.
fix that.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Boy needs a
problem.
visual.
I got you.
Yeah.
He needs
If
a
it's
visual.
not big, you have to be in pain constantly now, right?
No,
Yeah.
not right now. No. Even if I don't use the cream, no. It's just what it feels. And I know you've had this. If you say no, you guys are all fucking lying. You've ever got swamp ass before when you just didn't wipe good enough and your asshole
Oh
burns?
yeah.
Right.
Sure.
So it literally, how it's like itchy and you go to wipe it like, oh wow, I left all that shit behind. That feeling is exactly like a hemorrhoid. You would not know the difference. It's just all throughout the day, walking, just swamp ass, like from wake up till you go to sleep. That's it.
But it's not like you have actual blood in your boxers right now.
no.
Okay.
I'm sure yesterday I would have because it was pretty bad. But it's nothing to be concerned about because I don't need to go to a doctor for them to stick a finger on my ass and make it's a hemorrhoid. I did that with the paper towel. If I'm not getting blood on the inside, oh, okay, that's over. It's just hemorrhoid. It's just a really big hemorrhoid. Then it's a certain type. I think it's a thrombrosis hemorrhoid. So it's the bigger of the 7, but it takes long to cure. 5 weeks, 6 weeks.
Because it constantly gets wet, right? And that's how a wound kind of seals and heals up. It dries out.
Yeah, you're not giving it a chance. Even if I'm walking around, I got such a tight ass that it's going to produce sweat. And you'd essentially have to get one of those hemorrhoid things and just sit or get like a stent and put it in your butt cheek so your ass will spread out.
What about baby powder?
Nah, it's gonna make it.
I feel like that would irritate.
Cakey. It would clump it up, wouldn't it? After a
Ooh.
while.
Yeah, but it would seal it off.
Yeah, but it will become clumpy, like like when you're
Yeah,
kneading
and then
bread
it will
when it
dry
first.
out. It will dry out.
I don't know.
Because
I didn't think about that. Baby powder on the butthole.
I mean, they do that for babies, don't they?
Yeah, for
yeah,
like diaper rash and shit. I don't. I never
Yeah.
thought about that.
That's
But
different.
I'm actually using ointment that's designed to tighten the skin anyway. So I could see on a last resort to do that. But what I'm doing now, it did relieve the itch. It just feels the best way to explain it is like I have urine in my ass. That's what it feels like. The cream.
Like with a baby, you don't put it in the
Right.
fold. You just pamper the
Yeah.
outside, the cheeks of the
Oh,
ass.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
for the
It's not
it
gonna
rash.
go.
shows you how often I change diapers. I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting, man. It's interesting, and the only thing I can chalk it up to is, I mean, obesity. I'm 241 now. I'm 241.61. I'm not. I understand that by BMI I'm obese, but okay.
Nah.
But what is it? They say like what is it? Like 15, 20 pounds over your BMI, you're obese already. So
No, if you're over BMI, you're overweight, and then you have obese and morbidly obese. Someone like Stan,
okay.
morbidly obese. It's
I'd
crazy.
say more chance that it's from
And
putting
yet, I
pressure
don't
when
ever
you go to
hear
the
him
toilet.
complaining about hemorrhoids.
He probably doesn't shit. Too busy jerking off 5 times a day. What'd you say, Matthew? What'd you say, brother?
I'd say in your case, it's more maybe the sitting down a lot and the putting pressure on your stool when you go to the
Sure,
toilet.
sure,
Probably.
sure. And the problem that I have is because of my back injury, sitting to where I relieve the pressure off of it hurts that.
Hmm.
So,
Plus your job.
Well, what if you put a bench, like a small little bench by your toilet? You know how like they have that squatty potty thing
mhm.
where you sit down and you have your legs up, they're like 6, 7 inches higher, so that way your body is sort of like this when you're pooping. Because I've seen the commercials where they say that it's
Your
the
colon's
reason.
not stretched out properly.
Right, exactly. So that's why, like, you see, like, when you're in
You ever
in
try to
the
shit on
woods
one of
or anything.
those, Spade? A
No,
squatty
I have
potty?
not. I have not.
Bro, your
That's why I'm
knees are in
asking
your
you. Yeah.
nipples. Next time you take a shit,
Nice.
you know what's really good? Doing an upper decker. You know what that is?
No.
Yes.
What's an
Upper
upper decker?
deckers are super fun. So what you do is you take the top part of the toilet bowl off the lid, and then you shit in that.
But Spade, you never heard of that?
Try
I
it.
wish I did.
Try it. It's
So I got to
absolute-
hold myself
No.
so I don't
It's like
fall
a
into the.
seat. It's supported by the toilet, unless your toilet's not bolted onto the ground, Mr. Plumber. You should have the leverage should allow you to put your feet on the toilet seat and your ass on the upper decker and take a poop in there. And this way, every time somebody flushes the toilet, they'll be like, "I didn't shit. Why is there shit in the toilet bowl?" They never know. They'll never think to look in the upper decker bowl.
So
The perfect crime.
Okay.
Perfect. That's why I stash the chandelier.
I can't do that at home. I don't have that toilet.
Nah.
I don't have a bowl. I have a
Brie,
thermometer.
the problem is, Jay, we have a tankless toilet. If you poop up there, you'll be pooping on a nitrogen house. Yeah, there's no water in mine, so it would just, oh, God. Why does it smell like shit in this bathroom? Like fucking
Yeah, I don't have
Mm.
a tank either. I have a flushometer. It's direct water going into the toilet. It's
Yeah,
old
same.
school.
Yeah.
What is
Okay,
it?
think about this. Okay, since you don't know, you ever gone to a public urinal, right?
Sure.
And you know how the handle is for the public urinal. You
Sure.
press it down, okay, and it's constant water going
Sure.
down. That's
Yeah, but those
basically my
pipes
toilet.
are massive in like commercial buildings. They're like 4-inch
Right,
pipes.
But the one in my house is like a 2-inch pipe.
But how
Or
do you
no,
have enough
smaller
of
than that.
pressure?
The flushometer itself causes the pressure to.
Oh, so it's like an add-on thing that you add to it?
No, it's straight out of the wall onto the
Straight out of the
water
wall.
lead. It goes on, and it's like a valve system. You press on it,
Yeah,
and it makes pressure. So yeah.
yeah. Here, I'll show you a picture.
Well, because I wanted to do the ones that are like a restroom where it's just all that pressure. But the problem is you don't have that size piping. Like I think the biggest you could get per regulation is like 2.5, unless you get permits to do thicker to get that kind of pressure system. Because that's what I wanted to do. So my next option was the nitrogen tanks, the nitrogen oxygen things. What are you doing?
I'm sending you
I'll
a
look it
link.
up. Look, focus on the stream. I'll look it up. I'll remember. I have a good enough memory.
But yeah, that's what I have. So I can't.
Okay, I'll look. I'll stop my stream right now just for you. Let me go look real quick because that's.
No, you could share it.
No,
You
it's
could share the
totally
stream in
fine.
case
It
nobody
was
else
so
knows.
important for you to send this to me. I got
If
you.
it's a link for Hairspray, Jay is gonna be pissed.
Oh, that's an affiliate link. I'll send that later.
Flush-o-meter included. That's what I'm saying. So it's not directly from the thing. There's an attachment to it. That's what I was asking.
Right. But that's what Jorn. I mean, that's what Matthew said when it was a valve system where you press down and the water comes down with pressure.
So if you take a big shit, you screwed.
You have to flush twice, and it's instantaneous. It's instantaneous. Oh my god, words are hard today. Instantaneous.
So that
So if I
hairspray.
flush once, right. That's what it is.
Do that. I mean, it fuck your lungs up. Hey, so you heard about the story? This cop pulls somebody over. True story. This cop pulls somebody over. I'm changing lanes because this topic is shit. No pun intended.
Shitty.
So, so this cop pulls somebody over in Jersey, and this guy's got a bunch of fentanyl. And as the cop goes to talk to him, he takes fentanyl in his hand, blows it at the cop. Cop inhales it just by standing there, has an overdose of fentanyl. Doesn't die, but not fucking crazy.
Oh shit. And what? He just took off after that?
That's it.
So he didn't inhale himself. No, himself. He didn't get anything in the system.
And the cop, yeah, but not the driver. The driver put all the powder in his hand and just blew it in his face.
Did they catch him?
That could be attempted
I don't know.
murder.
Brie, did they catch him? I don't know. That's fucking crazy though.
But wouldn't that be if they caught him?
Oh yeah,
that could be charged as attempted murder. No.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Oh,
that's insane.
Yeah, forget the possession of drugs. You're trying to kill a law enforcement officer?
Straight to jail. Do not collect 200.
You'll be respected in jail, though. Everybody in jail will love you because you're against the law. But yeah, all those correction officers, they ain't gonna treat you good. That's crazy, man. That's the level of crime we're at now. Just let me take my product and blow it in somebody's face so I can get away.
Oh.
He went up to the car,
the balls you have to have.
There you go. He went up to the car, driver rolled down the window, and blew onto his hand, releasing a puff of powder. And fentanyl is transdermal too, so if you put that on your hand and it sits long enough, whoo, you're gonna get fucked up.
So he was probably wearing gloves too while he was doing that, so he doesn't get affected. Right? Makes sense.
He needed more than one dose of Narcan. Wow, that's bad, man. Hopefully, I don't fire him for pissing hot now. You got heroin in your system. Yeah, okay. You know what happened last week. I've been a junkie ever since. Let me get the keys to the I know we got some needles in there.
But realistically, that could happen. Like, it's not far-fetched to think that.
No.
It could be like, your body going into withdrawals.
That's what they say, right? One hit could... That's all that it takes.
That's it, yeah.
You chase it, yeah.
So that's going to be... I'm sure he's gonna have desk duty for a couple of months.
Yeah, it's sad though, man.
So
Everybody
a
hates
driver that's premeditated, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you knew what you were doing.
That's why you would get charged with attempted murder because you're premeditated to do that. You're causing somebody to die right there on the spot if it happens.
Yeah, that charge. I don't know if they caught him.
On the-
Ray, can you look it up, see if they caught him?
Even on the spot, it's like the years ago the people that had AIDS threatening to bite a police officer.
Yeah, but that wouldn't do anything though.
Yeah,
It's
my
blood
mom,
on
my
blood.
mom had AIDS, and I'd use her silverware and shit. The only way you get
Yeah.
AIDS from somebody else with AIDS is the blood to blood.
Blood and blood. Yeah.
You could French
Yeah,
kiss
like
somebody
when-
with AIDS. You ain't. I mean, there is AIDS in the fluid, but it ain't. Well, HIV, it's the same shit. It's
So?
not enough for you to get it.
If you bite somebody and it bleeds,
Puncture
your
skin.
saliva gets into the wound. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's why Magic Johnson, people didn't want to play with him back in the 90s.
Well, I think
Because
it's a little
they-
bit different.
because people
in a
didn't know.
sport- You're in a sport
Right.
where you could fall, you could get scraped up. The technology has gone so far. Look at HIV and how people live with it. Because HIV is not going to kill you. It's something else that you get that
Right.
will kill you. So you get like a common cold. You get pneumonia, and then
That's why I think on your death, on your, what is it called? Your death certificate, they write down that you didn't die from HIV or AIDS. You died
Right.
from common cold or whatever. Because,
Mhm.
HIV is not what killed you. It's the whatever illness you
Yeah.
had.
It kills your immune system. So
Right.
Yeah. So she was on cancer meds and AIDS medicine. It said DZT, DHP, all these different
Yeah,
medicines.
she had double whammy. That's hard.
Yeah, it's tough because it's like you're taking one to kill cells that are cancer cells, but it's also killing healthy cells. And then
Right.
HIV needs healthy cells, so you're taking. Yeah, it's rough. It was rough, but obviously she was still alive today. She'd be fine. All the medicine and what we've advanced in the past 20 years. Yeah.
Well, they also have, don't they have also now drugs that can, even if you have HIV and you sleep with somebody else, they won't get it as long as that person takes a certain type of drug or something like that.
I don't know of.
I could have sworn I read that somewhere. Like there was some, or I heard that someone had that, something like that, where if your partner could have HIV and because you're taking a certain type of medication, you can't contract the illness.
I'd
or
be
disease,
very
whatever it's
interested. I mean, I've done a lot of studying on AIDS and HIV, but I've never heard of that. That's
Yeah, I heard that like a year or
so
two
the
ago.
partner that doesn't have it would take it, which would make them essentially
Immune to it. Yeah. But if they stop taking it, they could get it right away.
Wow, that's interesting. I've never heard of that. That's pretty cool.
I'll look it up later and see if I can find it.
That's
But,
interesting.
I mean, it's scary too at the same time. That's why, it's always better.
I'd rather honestly get HIV over herpes. Honestly, those sores on your penis. You ever see those pictures, man, where or syphilis, what it does to your penis? It puts like holes in it, man.
Yeah, no.
it all becomes a festering mess. Ugh.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh, didn't someone famous die of syphilis or like a war jet, Napoleon?
Recently?
No, not recent. No.
I was gonna say. That's why I was surprised. I was like, what?
1997. No, somebody famous had syphilis. Cleopatra or I don't.
Probably.
Somebody weird. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Is that the one they used to cure with mercury?
Then you die from mercury poisoning.
Drayton is charged with assault with intent to kill for exposing the officers to the drugs, as well as 2 felony counts of trafficking in opium or heroin, possession of less than half of an ounce of marijuana, possession of a drug paraphernalia, Yeah, so they caught him. They caught the dude.
Ah,
So it was
what
assault
was
with
his
the intent to
punishment?
kill is what he got.
Ah,
What he got hit with. Oh, he'll be found guilty too. I mean, I don't know how you deny that. That's yeah.
Was there body cam?
Was there a
There had
butter
to
cam?
be
Body
body.
cam. Was he wearing a body cam?
Oh,
Police
probably.
officer.
I think the only people that really
Had
don't
to. I
wear
think it's a
body
standard
cam
now.
are sheriffs. Yeah,
Is it?
I
essentially.
think it's a standard now. I
Yeah,
think it
it's
has
just
to be
That's
sheriffs.
smart.
because
Sheriffs usually don't do it.
It's also pretty expensive, no?
Yeah, each cam.
yeah, but a lawsuit is also expensive, right?
weigh your options. Which one's more
I
expensive?
think, I honestly look, I am not against cops, but I think what they should do right off the jump, if they're doing their job correctly, release your daily footage every day. Dump it.
Every,
Oh,
yeah.
well, you're going to have to process it and remove names and shit, but here's the full file. And you have a guy that edits all your pullovers every day. That's his job. It's his sole job.
But
Yeah,
wait, you're
lawyers
saying to
wouldn't
put
like
it to
that then
public?
because now lawyers are going to have less of a case because, well, here's a video.
You're saying you're saying to put it out to public or to
Yeah.
have them in their storage in case something happens one day where they need to view it.
No, like someone edits, like, okay, so I'm the editor. Every day I get all the pullovers from today, and I edit all those videos, take out the names, blur out the names, and upload it to the website. So if you want to, like how the YouTube people do it, how they'll find footage and upload it. No. There's an actual job at the sheriff department or wherever that a guy does this all day and just uploads it, so it's available to everybody.
So they
Doesn't
can
matter
put that
what
on
it
YouTube and
is.
get it monetized.
What's that?
Put it up on YouTube and monetize it then.
YouTube has gotten pretty hard on them because YouTube feels that people should not be able to make money off of other people's content that is not theirs. So a lot of them have been either because it has to be educational, and with an educational video, technically you're not supposed to monetize it.
And would you need waivers from everybody that's been filmed if you want to
The
monetize
next
it?
problem is you have to, even if they didn't blur out the names on the video, you now, as the person uploading it, it's your responsibility to do so because now you're essentially doxing.
Well,
Huh. It's getting too complicated.
Unless it's on a federal website. Like
that's
they
what it
have
should
their
be.
own platform.
Yeah, I mean, who's going to tell them they can't do it?
But you really think people would just sit there and watch it? Oh, I want to see what Officer
Yes,
Bobby
absolutely.
is doing today.
I will watch
Really?
it.
Absolutely. Absolutely, there is. Yes. Look at the views of any of these channels, Real World Police, Police Authority. Look at their views of their pullovers and their, oh my God, bro, millions of people watch that shit. It's that whole true crime thing that's going around now on YouTube where,
Right.
you know, things that are not made of movies or not shows, they're taking a kid kidnapped and then they hypothesize what could have happened.
and the body
But
cam shows.
they're also making it as a show though. They're making questions, they're making it more, extreme.
They're online detectives
Right.
trying to solve
Imagine you just sitting on a website and just like, oh, what's Officer Bobby doing today? Oh, like I don't know. Like I feel like that would be boring.
You think so?
Like just seeing the cop. I mean, obviously his body cam is not always
No, it's
on,
whenever he runs code to pull somebody over, activates body cam. Right. It activates, he pulls them over, and then here's what happens. It's not like him running a Dunkin' Donuts and taking a shit, right? Unless he's running code to get there. But you know, it's obviously screened before it goes on, and it's available to everybody. Privacy concerns? I don't know. Don't break the law.
Or blur it.
I don't even say blur it. You broke the law.
Oh, I agree. But if that would be the point, then just blur it.
Would that maybe give problems afterwards in court?
Of course it would. Yeah, and lawyers would have problems because, well, now they have the evidence before even you go to court, so you're able to prep for that. You could say that, yeah, so it allows you to study it.
Wait, but
Yeah,
don't
but
lawyers get the
traffic
evidence prior?
violations isn't with a
Yeah,
jury,
they
right?
do, but not, literally the day of.
No, John,
Wait,
but
they
the
only get it
traffic
the day
violation. We're
of? I
not
thought they
talking
got
about
it
a
at least
traffic
a
violation
couple of
here,
days
right?
before the trial.
So once you go to court, right, you ask for the evidence, and it has to be screened by both parties. You're not going to get it the day they get arrested. You understand? Like, you got to be charged with the crime. You got to have a court date set. This, you're getting it right now. It would also
Has
help
to be.
because if you're looking for a convict, instead of them posting on their Facebook group, right? You're looking for a convict, someone's browsing. Oh, I know that dude. That's this guy. Oh, shit. We've been looking for him for 5 years. It could help. But obviously, people would complain because it's privacy problems. I don't know. I don't give a shit that someone could be watching me through my camera and listening to what I'm saying. I don't do anything illegal to worry about what, you know what I mean? Like the shit that I search for on
The
my
same way.
browser is a lot worse than what
Yeah.
I'm actually doing.
But then that goes back to the thing that we talked about last week with Alexa listening in on your conversations.
Yeah.
No? So
My concern is not for me, is for other people. I'm not worried about Siri or Alexa or anybody listening to my conversation. My main concern is for the people. I don't think that it should be listening to people. I don't think that that's a thing.
But they claim it's not listening. But none of them, like Google or the Apple one, it's not listening to entire conversations or entire sentences.
So
It
then, if
just
that's the case, how did that Amazon one call the police based off of what was being said?
right. They're
If that's
listening in.
true, how do you explain? That's just one I can think of off the top of my head. How did that happen?
Unless
not
there's
saying it is.
certain keywords.
I'm just saying that that's what they claim to ease people's minds.
Right.
Is it listening all the time? No, it's not just keywords. And they have to admit that sometimes it listens into a few words to know if it's still working and shit. So it's probably listening all the time, but that's what they make people believe.
I think it's just keywords. Like if I turn around and say, I'm arguing with somebody and I say, I will kill you. Maybe that's something that Alexa or Siri or Google would say, hey, let's listen in, make sure this is not something that the person is going to actually do. And then
There's also another solution. If you really don't trust it, maybe don't buy one.
Also, a good point. But I think at this point, everybody's got a phone, right? And all the phones do that, unless you turn that off. But when you turn it off, do you really turn it off?
Just
Probably
mention
not.
rubber duckies 10 times a day for a week, and let's see what commercials you get.
Yeah, but my point was just saying you decide to use it. We could, let's say 15 years ago, nobody was using a smartphone, so we did live without it.
Yep. But today's generation, there's no way they could live without social media and phone. There's no way, bro.
They could, they just don't know a way how. It's not necessary.
What do you think would
Not
happen
vital.
if we took away everybody's phones?
Chaos.
No.
people would be out of
A lot
business.
a lot of people would be miserable.
Look at the
People don't
businesses
know
that
how-
would be. Think of all the
People don't
jobs
know
that are
how
just
to-
lost.
Yeah, but think about all the... Okay, but those jobs were still there before phones were around.
Yep.
Yeah, but then okay, I'll give you an example. If you took away everyone's phone, then that would mean that when you do your morning vlogs, I can't watch or listen
Right.
to you because I'm not by a computer. So that's a job that you just lost. That's what I'm getting at. I'm not getting at the people that make
Yeah,
the
but you
phones.
still have a computer. You
Right,
still,
but I'm
saying remove
but
this. No, you still have this, but it's not text messaging. It's not a mini computer, essentially. It is,
Oh,
for
okay.
lack of better terms, just a phone. That's all that it does.
Back to old school.
All out, text message.
StarTAC.
That's it.
Yep.
No TikTok. And if you want TikTok, you got to use a computer. No Instagram, no Facebook. Nothing, man. Whew.
So youth
Yeah,
would
it
be
used to be a
bored.
thing for
bored.
emergencies.
That's it.
Young people would be bored all the time. Don't know how to social interact because they don't know. It's all with the screen in front of their faces. If you put them outside in a group, they don't know how to behave anymore.
So you think the outcome would be bad?
At first.
Is
Maybe
there
not
any
eventually. At
countries?
first.
Is there any countries that I know, like Cuba, you can't access? You can only access their Wi-Fi like through their streets. There is no internet per se with a phone. Is there any countries where they're so restricted that you can't have those?
I think it's China.
But China
is
has
pretty
phones and then
restricted.
apps on their phones. Well, they have their own app
Yeah, but
directory too.
and you can't just post whatever you like. It's not like, let me post something stupid on TikTok. It's all monitored and it doesn't get on the platform.
And what's the most thriving country of the world today?
I would say China.
So somebody's doing something right. I'm just saying. What I'm gonna look this up. I would have to say it's China too. What's the most profitable country in the world? It's gonna be China.
Come on, Belgium.
Keep dreaming. Keep dreaming.
Profitable for whom?
They're basing off of GDP. That's not what I'm looking for. No, it's not. That's not it. Number one exports in the world. Number one exports. Is it China? No. No.
Who's number one in exports?
Oh, exports by country. Number one is China.
Had to be. There's no way it wasn't.
Exports 2.7 million. 2.7 million goods and services. United States is 2.1, then Germany 1.6, Japan, United Kingdom, France, Netherlands, Hong Kong, Singapore.
Wait, that number is of businesses that export in that country?
Yeah, of goods and services. Okay. Yeah, 2.7 million.
Okay, because that number was very low. I was like, that doesn't.
Yeah, it's just like not. That can't be. I don't know what that is. Goods and probably products, not like stainless steel or manufacturing things. Just no GPS. No one wouldn't know where they're going. No, we had GPS, but you had GPS units back then.
Right.
Garmin. Tom. Yeah. Yeah.
And even before that, you just had maps. It's not like
remember that? You'd be driving somewhere, you gotta unfold that fucking map, and it takes up the whole driver's side. So, and somehow you gotta figure out where in the hell are you on this map? You're holding it upside down,
I hated those. That's why when GPS units like Garmin came out, I was like, "Ooh, I want one of those." And I paid, I think back then,
$500,
like 2005. Yeah, it was like $1,000 or something.
Yeah,
like and it was the greatest thing ever. I'd be like, "What's the address?" Yeah. All right, take me there. Now I know where I'm going. Nah.
I remember when they first put it in cars. Oh my god, that was groundbreaking.
And they were charging like $10K just for that.
Yeah, wow, bro.
Come on, what are you doing? That's a lot.
And I still use both when I go on trips.
Really?
Yep.
You use maps?
Yeah.
Like a paper map. Why?
Yeah. Paper or the book. I still use both.
But
Let's say
okay.
if I take the camper and go to the south of Italy or something, I use both while I'm on a trip.
But
Not for
why
going
would
to
you
the
do that?
grocery
How
store,
you
of
know when
course.
that map hasn't been updated since 1998, right? And there's like all these new towns and new roads. And you're like, wait a minute, this shit isn't on this map.
But
Yeah.
GPS has the same thing. The maps on GPS have to be updated as well. I've driven through
Yes.
countries where the GPS goes like you have to go
But
straight,
you have
and
this,
it's a whole new
Yeah.
road, and it's not on the GPS.
right? But you got
That's
this.
also maps,
Yeah, but
but
this is
that's also based on maps.
yeah, but that's
Yes, but what's
Yeah,
the
but the
point? It's
Google one is
redundant to
up to
have
date.
both.
No, it's not. If my GPS goes haywire, I still know where I am on the chart on the on the map.
That's true. That's true.
And I think
So it's
it's
a plan
I'm,
B
I'm
kind of
teaching
thing.
my son the same thing. I think it's a good skill to have to be able to find your way on a map.
Yeah, to navigate. Yeah, you could be right.
Yeah.
In case of the apocalypse where there's no internet service and you can't pull up Google
No,
Maps, I guess I
no,
could
Yeah.
see your point.
no.
There would also
No.
be
But
less
also
landmarks
a
to
map.
navigate.
If you go from point A to point
Yeah,
B,
totally.
let's say a different country, a map also gives you a better idea of where you are. A GPS is only local,
so zoom
right?
out.
It's not the entire map.
I was just going to say that.
Then you can use the map. What's
Yeah,
the
but
problem with
you're
using the map?
okay. Hold on, Matthew. I know you're old, man. I know you're old, so I'm gonna kind of give you a chance here. But I don't understand why you would use. I am so confused as to why you would take. And even if the argument is okay, I want to teach them this. In 20 years from now, it's like teaching somebody right now to drive a manual car. As much as I agree that everybody should learn, you're going to get to a point now where manual cars are not a thing. So you learn something that is a lost trade. I get the
Yeah,
argument,
maybe.
learn, because you never know. But with a map, the last thing, okay.
So, Matthew, when your vape dies, you pull out cigarettes? It's the same concept, right?
No, that's not the same concept.
Yes, it is. If it
No,
doesn't
it's
work,
not.
I'm
No,
going to light it
but
up, for you,
in the
right?
purest
No,
form.
using
vape,
that argument, no. Using that reference, you would say when your vape dies, you just drink the e-liquid. That's better. Like you, well, looks like my vape's dead. Stand by. You got some burnt ass tongue, but go ahead, Joe. What were you gonna say?
the only thing I was gonna point out is having the ability to actually find your way and navigate yourself could be. I'm not saying it's a very useful tool with all the tools you have available now, but what happens when your phone dies? Then you're just stuck in that place. I mean, it's
First off,
people.
hold, come on, Jordan. Let's be realistic. Your phone dies. People don't fucking walk out of their house with less than 80% battery life.
100%.
And then
Correct.
cars have USB chargers. Even if you got some
Yeah.
shit from the fucking 80s, you got a cigarette adapter in there and you get a power bank. Come on, bro. As much as I am all for old school shit, if we're on a trip somewhere and you resort to Jay, pass me the map from the back of the seat, I'm out of the car and I'm taking an Uber. Who's gonna use GPS? Because there ain't no damn way I'm gonna wait and listen to you doing this shit with the fucking paper and the crinkles and flipping it, smacking me in the corner of my face with the fucking paper. I'm out, bro. I'm
No,
out.
Jay, you're the passenger. You're the passenger.
Oh, I'm the
You're
one that's
who's
got to
gonna be
read the
doing
fucking
map.
map?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
he's
this
driving.
shit.
Yeah.
If
driving.
I know that you even have a paper map in your car and you're inviting me on a trip, I'll meet you there. Could you imagine? Let me put this in a different perspective. You drive, right? You drive and you got your map. When's the last time you think a pilot took out a fucking map and was pointing on the shit about where they're going? 95? The movie Castaway? Like you can't use a damn map, man.
Well,
Uh,
what do you think they do on board the ships?
Well, a ship, you ain't got no fucking landmarks. It's just water.
But they have GPS, right?
Yes.
Hmm? And they still have to
What?
navigate by maps.
Okay.
They still have to plot courses on a map.
What's your guideline? What's your guide? What do you look at? Oh, look, there's a floating raft.
There.
That's
You
marker
have
one.
you have a compass. Okay, you use satellite navigation, GPS,
Yes.
but it's still a thing on board of a ship. They still have to plot out their course.
Well, you guys got to get some
on
better
a
technology
map.
then. If you're relying on a fucking, what happens if you get a big wave and it makes your map wet? Now you got a wet map.
Well, that shortens the distance of travel.
Oh, so we should be about 3 clicks away. Okay, got it. I just
You
can't.
just fold the map, and all of a sudden it's only a centimeter on the map. Yeah.
Oh, we're almost there.
I couldn't. I just.
cut our time in
I'm
half.
not saying that we don't use maps, but I think in a modern day to actually unfold a map and look where you're going.
When you're traveling with like a car or even with a bike, I agree with you. I'm just saying to be able to navigate, like let's say you're just walking around and to get a sense of direction and look for landmarks and get that skill, if it's even a skill, to navigate yourself and find your way. I think it's useful, even though you
Somebody
have
who
your
is-
phone or something.
If you take somebody that's
Breeze-
always used the GPS system or a phone or something, and you give him a military map,
Okay, first off,
Topographic military map.
okay, that's crazy talk, right? But when I went through basic, you had to do land nav, and you had to learn like how you use your fist. You do valley, you do ridges, you do hills. A lot of people don't know that. They don't teach that shit no more. So you learning to read a military map is a lot different than a road or driving map. Okay,
Yeah.
like you don't need to know that there's a ridge line over Route 1 that has great enemy positioning. You don't need to know that on a fucking map.
but
You
it's the same basic skills, right?
Yes,
You have to
sure,
learn how to
sure.
orientate on a
Yep.
piece of paper.
You got to use like a contractor or another piece of paper with markers to figure out how far. No, I agree. I just think that even today's, you think when soldiers are out in combat, they pause for a second, put all their gear down, and look at a map and figure out where they're going? Or do you think that they got visionary right here, 10 clicks,
Yeah.
make left? Yeah, I
But
mean,
it
They do
just
have it
like
on the
you
wrist,
are-
don't they?
Yeah, display on the wrist.
I'm just saying nobody's pulling out a fucking map anymore. This isn't 92.
Well,
And now you got to waste time on the side of the road figuring fucking a map to figure out where you are. That's 15 minutes. You could have got a sandwich.
no. You don't waste time.
What do you mean you don't
How would
waste
you
time? Hey, take me here. 10 miles up, make a right. You're like,
I don't know about
follow
that.
this road. This road is a dead end. It's like a maze. Now you got to go backwards. What if I make a left here? And then people
That's
still get
only
lost with
when
fucking
shit goes
maps.
wrong, right? That's when
Yes.
it goes wrong because you look at the map before you start the drive, before you start the leg of the drive you want to do, and you go like, oh, which cities big cities are on the way? Oh, this one, this one. Oh, which road have I got to follow? Oh, I can follow the names of that city until I see that city. Then I have to go towards that city.
But then you have to buy 20 maps for every state or every country.
Yeah,
that you're
because
going
there's
to.
no, and no
Not
one's
here.
got a
You
fucking
just get a map of
globe.
fucking Europe. It's this big.
Yeah, you can.
And you mean
Yeah,
to tell me
David,
that big
you're
map of
with
all of Europe
Matthew?
has all of these streets?
David, you're with Matthew because you both are fucking old. Listen to me. You have to get. No one is gonna say, "Hey, do me a favor, Mike. We're gonna pull over real quick. I'm gonna pop the trunk, grab the globe from the back, and we're gonna use the globe, spin it, put our finger on it, and then we're gonna fucking wing it, and that's how we're gonna get there." There's no fucking streets on a globe, okay? It's just a general idea of what the world looks like. But if you got and that's a good point because you got different maps for towns. That's one. You've got like city maps because you can't fit all that, and then you got a state map. how many maps? I think about the business though that the map business was in. You go to a gas station. I need a map of whatever, Palm Coast. I need a map of Florida. So back then it was different, but now everybody's got this. There's no need for any of that shit. Even if the argument is, what if you go offline? Well, there's offline mode. It still has the routes. It's just
Yep.
It's probably just a custom, something I'm accustomed to do.
sure.
And I think it's a good skill to have. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not denying that.
Saying everybody should navigate by maps. I just said it's something I still do. I use both.
So when you
It's a
come to
tactile
America
thing
from
about
the
having a
airport, I just want to make sure I understand this. When you come to America,
No.
are you going to pull out a fucking map of Florida of how to get here?
Yep.
Oh, God.
I got you.
It's only,
I got you.
It's only something. It's only
I got
something you do for long trips.
Yo, what is that? Tell me that. What is that?
Map of Florida. Oh well.
Oh, my God.
He's practicing from now. He's like, I got to make sure I know where I'm going when I get there.
What
On
is
the
that?
other
A
hand,
map
David does
inside
have
of
a point,
a
right?
travel brochure? What is that?
Yeah, well, it's kind of like that. It just has all the interesting stuff to see in Florida, and it has a street plan. Well, this is a Miami City map that's included in the book.
But see, that's Miami. That's
there you go.
it. Wouldn't
No,
be able to
it's
take you to
Florida.
Jay's house? Oh, that's all
Oh
Florida.
yeah, it would. Oh, it would. This is the
Right, but that's just
largest one
Florida.
is the
What if you want
Miami
to go to
map.
Georgia? If you want to go to
Oh
Georgia,
yeah,
you got to
then you
take
need
the
a different
Florida
book.
map, and then
Yeah, that's a different
Yeah.
book. You have to collect them all.
Oh, my
so,
God.
so you're gonna walk around
I
with your
got
whole
them all.
collection of Encyclopedia Britannicas in your back trunk. Oh, what state are we in
Not
now?
a
Let me pull
backpack
out
that's
this.
got a
But what you
fucking.
guys don't get, is Europe and the countries in Europe are a lot smaller than America is as well.
Yeah, I got that, but
So
now
you
I'm in a
did-
backpack that basically unfolds to an atlas. You just unzip it and it fucking unfolds, creates a table, and then you can pinpoint where you're going. You get little thumbtacks. We're here. We have to go here. Best route to.
Yeah.
And then you got to write it down? Fuck you. Fuck you. Got a pen and paper shit? No, what are you going to do? You're going to go on your phone and be like, drive 5 miles out to this. You just type the shit in the thing, man. I feel like I'm too privileged. This gotta be what
I don't
it
think
is.
it's privilege. I think it's just it makes more sense to do it that way as opposed to
Yeah.
the map route. The map, it's not look,
No.
Jay's not saying that it's not a bad skill to know, but will you ever use it? Probably not.
No.
I think
It's
that's
like-
what we're getting at.
It's like learning trigonometry in school. Will you ever use that? Nope. That
No.
brain capacity can be used up for, I don't know, how to put a condom on. You know, something
Yes.
that is actually useful.
or how to do your taxes. Something that makes more sense as
Sure.
opposed to something that
Yeah, you have a point. But you don't really
David
want
did have a point with your
citizens.
GPS doesn't always take you the best or the shortest route.
No, that's why.
Right,
first
but
off,
that's
that's
different,
because
though.
David's GPS hasn't been updated since '97. Okay, so that's why it doesn't. Those roads didn't exist yet. Number one. Number two, if if there's a drop down to select the different routes, if you use Waze, it should give you about 6. If you use
No,
like an
3.
old 96, it's only going to give you one main road. You can even do it where it doesn't select tolls or highways. You can take
Yeah,
the
but
scenic route.
You only notice
Fastest, shortest.
The thing I said. You only notice it when you have to go from point A to point B, and it's in a place you know. You know the shortcuts. You know the best
Watch
way to
this,
get
though.
there. If
Watch
you
this.
then
That's
if
fine.
you then go GPS,
I got you. You know what an atlas or a map can't do for you? Watch this. I got you. You can't beat this. Traffic.
That's
So when I'm in the middle of
That's
a
why.
road, it'll say, "Hey, save yourself 26 minutes. Do you want to go this way? Show me an atlas. That'll do that." What has it got? Wi-Fi connection? You got an Atlas that's a digital screen on your windshield? Nope, that would be GPS.
Yeah.
Well, I have an even better one. What about gas stations?
And not on there because
Food.
first off, they only had 2 gas stations every 300 miles. So, yeah, I mean, Atlases have. You guys are funny. I'll tell you, if I was in a car with you and someone pulled the map out, pull over. Why? So I could read better? No, so I could get
You know
the
what
fuck
it is?
out of this.
Why?
You know
Why
what it is,
stop
Jay?
now? We're
I
almost
think
here, according on the map.
I think it's because in Europe things don't change as often as they change here. So for them, they've had the same map for 30 years because nothing changed in 30 years. Us, in 2 years, everything is completely different. So
Still
that's
the
why we
same
have
road.
constant updates and they don't.
Still the same traffic, same road.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed at all.
Just the cars. They're different colors now.
They don't even change the tarmac, so
That same tree that was on the map that on that legend is still there.
It's now bigger,
19
but it's bigger.
5. Yeah, okay. And then you have attractions. There's just a lot that an Atlas cannot give you that a GPS or app. We'll
no, I
call it an app.
completely agree.
Because
A
it's not a
GPS is
GPS.
a lot easier to use and it's a lot more comfortable to use. But yeah, I'm an old fart, so I still know the other way as well. So yeah.
Right. But again, no one's saying that not knowing how to do it is a bad thing or a wrong thing. It's just that know how to use it, but know that you'll also never use it.
Now, I was thinking about this the other day with the motorcycle. I refuse to put a mount on my bike for my phone. And I'm also one of those people who don't like to listen to music while I'm riding. I want to listen to the engine. That's what I'm doing. But then I said to myself, what if me and Brie want to travel somewhere? I don't have a visual GPS on my head unit. So I'd have to use a phone. And a lot of bikes don't, unless you get like a touring bike or an adventure bike, and then they have speakers. Not interested. But I would have to use a phone. I mean, I could wing it, but you ain't gonna pull out no Atlas while you're riding. You're gonna fuck around and die. So
you can leave your phone in your pocket and just wear an earpiece, and then the earpiece will tell you where to go. You just don't have a visual. You'll have an audio, but not a visual.
You have the small mounts, right? With just a display showing you straight ahead, left, right. It's a small display on your and you put it on, and it's just LCD display, and it connects to your phone, your navigation software, and it sends the
what
information
is
to your
this you
phone.
speak of? What is this?
I don't
Does
know
it go
the
on the
brand, but
handlebars?
yeah, it goes on the handlebars, and it's just a small screen, and it
What's it?
doesn't show a lot of information. Just says you tells you, oh, straight ahead. Oh, you have to go to the left. You have to go to the right. It
So
is
it's a
connected with
secondary
your phone.
screen.
Yeah, but then you don't have the entire phone on your on.
Okay, I am very interested as to what that is. Like, what are you talking about that can do that? Where it connects to your and is it? Yeah, I am extremely interested in what you're saying because I've never seen that. I've seen small GPS units, but not addition.
I'm not talking an entire GPS unit. It just it's linked to your phone, and it just says, oh, left, right, the symbols from what do you call it, the roundabouts. It's just symbols.
Huh.
I think Garmin, nah.
Yeah, but Matthew, all these things are huge. There, you might as well just leave
No,
your
no,
phone
no,
there.
no, 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 no. It's small. The whole idea is that you don't have to put your huge phone on the handlebars. It's
So
just a small display.
there was this cool thing that I remember was on Kickstarter. It was so badass. So this helmet, it was a whole helmet you had to buy, and on the top of the helmet was a camera. On the front of the helmet was a camera, and the visor on the top right, top left you could see what's behind you to the left, what's like
HUD
blind
display.
spots. So you would just look up and you could see, and you didn't have to
That's
turn your head or anything. But then there was an also additional one from that same company that had like GPS that would show the road and where to go right, where to go left, like a heads up display. I don't know whatever happened to that company, but I don't wear a fucking helmet. So unless you're gonna give me, don't they have glasses that have or didn't none of those
a
were
HUD display.
successful? Like the Google made glasses where you could see.
Yeah, the smart
Yeah,
glasses.
the glass,
They did.
Yeah, I don't
Google
think
Glass or
anyone
whatever it was
really
called.
made it. I mean, Apple was supposed to make the smart glasses, and yeah, I just don't think the technology's there. I don't. Not for that kind of battery life. Yeah, if you could find what you're talking about, Matthew, where it's a little tiny disc that gives me that can sync up to my phone, I am so interested in that.
I'm not going to do a spade, but I'll look it up later. And if I find it, I'll send it.
Or I think the better thing would be, instead of Jay having those, it's better off having like a sunglass version, like something that you would put on your glasses and that's it. Instead of having to actually look down, it's
He
just
found
straight
it.
there, right?
Tony told me it was Beelines. I see it. It's a little disc. Navigation for motorcycle upgraded. Okay, that's badass. Yeah, that's pretty badass.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Not
nice.
obtrusive. Right. It's not as obtrusive as an entire cell phone as well.
Yeah, I mean, it looks nice too. I like that. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get me one of those. I've never seen that, but then someone made a. Here comes the privilege part. Someone, I think it was Nick, that said that Apple Watches show directions. So all I'm thinking of
Yeah, he
is
said it right now.
Apple Watch ensemble and just pop that in, and now I got a very
There you go.
expensive GPS.
I mean, it can't go wrong.
Yeah, and then you could even mount it to where it is charging. So they make these things, bro. I know, too, you don't give a shit about motorcycles. Maybe Matthew does. They make these things now that plug into your battery tender, how you charge your battery, and it has USB ports, and then you could run a USB behind all your fairings and then plug it in so it's always charging. That's pretty damn cool. That's pretty cool.
That would be a very small screen. Then, if you use
the Apple Watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very tiny. I mean,
yeah, but a small screen is better than no screen, right?
Yeah, but the Beeline would be better then if you look at the just simple LED indicator.
Yeah. Oh, make it right. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty. I mean, it looks like it's not an American company, but .co, where is that? CO.
I know there's different companies making one.
CO. Croatia. No, I don't know. I'm like.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. I'm gonna get one of those. That's nice.
TomTom with the rider. That's also a smaller one.
Holy shit, they're expensive.
Oh boy, what's expensive?
$205.
Well, at that point, you might as well get the Apple Watch, so it's not that expensive, right?
Yeah.
But wait, you don't have to buy another one. Brie has hers all the time, so you could just,
I was thinking that too when we be riding, right? If she just looks at her watch, if she could learn code, like if she taps twice,
right,
that's 2 rights, and then make, you know what I mean? Like if we learn some type of
create your own code. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, you could do that. I just think it'd be cooler though to have an Apple Watch up there and be able to. You know.
Right. So every time you get on the bike, she takes off her watch.
Missed the exit.
Yeah, but I mean, an Apple Watch is what, $1,000?
The Ultra one, yes.
No, that the Ultra is 1,000.
Yeah, I'd want the one with the best battery, waterproof,
okay,
dust,
Ultra,
dust proof. If it's gonna be outside all the damn time,
that's $1,000.
That'd be pretty cool though to have that big one that's dust proof. That's pretty nice. I might get
So
one.
you
Now you got me fucked up. Now I'm gonna start looking for stupid fucking mounts to put it on a motorcycle. What's your GPS you using? Apple Watch. That's what you
Do
use
the
for
maps.
your-
It's cheaper. Get the maps. It's cheaper.
Get the map.
$5, you get a
You know
fold
how
out
fucking
map.
often I'd be pulling over on the side of the road? And where do you even store the maps on a motorcycle? I don't have any bags. In my pockets?
Brie's backpack.
Oh, yeah, nice. Nice. Going out
What
for
if
a
he's by
ride.
himself?
Don't forget to pack up the book of maps or the binder, the Trapper Keeper.
The Trapper Keeper.
Got fucking stickers on it. There's drawings all over this shit.
It's folded up.
And no one Brie draws some ridiculous shit and just forget about the map. Jay, look at what I drew yesterday. Brie, we have to go.
So the
I
one
drew
Tony
over
found, was it the B
the
line
map.
or another one?
No, I'm just gonna get the expensive Apple Watch. That's it, the rugged one. Yeah, I'm just if we're gonna do it, we're gonna go. You go big or go home, right? No,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
why not?
agree.
Go
It's
for
it's a
I'd
nice
go-
one.
it's not
I-
like I would wear the watch. Have you seen the size of that fucking thing, dude? It's
Yes.
huge.
It looks nice. It
I've
just
never seen
it
an
could have
actual
gone without the
one. I've only
orange.
seen pictures.
No, everyone at my work has one.
Really, the big
What is
one,
it?
the waterproof one?
Yeah, the ultra. Yeah, the ultra one. Yeah.
How many
Really?
millimeters? Because
But that's designed for
my
like
Samsung.
sports people.
Yeah, and they're all overweight, so it's really funny that they actually wear them.
How many millimeters is it?
48.
Oh wow, 48.
Yeah, that's
Because like my
48.
watch is 44.
Yeah, that's the standard. 44 and 45 that Apple does.
Are you
That's
sure it's
the Watch
48? I
8.
thought it was like 50 something.
Wow.
But I think they
You
do a
look
bigger
away.
one as well, but the starting off point is 48 millimeters.
Yeah, that's
No, I thought the Ultra was the biggest one, and it's only one size.
Yeah, but is it one size? Then it's 48.
I think. Last I looked into it, it was only one size, that Ultra. Like the regular Apple Watch, I think comes in two sizes, and then the
Yes.
Ultra comes in just one big boy.
Yeah. The SE is 41 and 44. Then the S8 is 41 and 45. And
Oh,
then
so
the
there's two
Ultra is
different
48
versions.
millimeters.
So there's
Yeah,
three
but
the
isn't
different
that-
SE
versions.
is the base model. Like it's
Okay.
cheaper. It doesn't have all the functionality that the S8 has. I've been looking into it way too
Oh,
much.
it's
No
not
one
that
wants
expensive. I thought it was like $1,000.
No, it's like 600.
it. It is
right?
over here.
It's $719 for the rugged one with the band. $719 midnight rubber band.
Oh, then get two.
No, yeah, that's nicer.
That's not. I mean,
Starting
not
off point
terribly
of
bad.
VHA is $1,000.
it's not a terribly bad priced device. Considering
Brie,
that
I'm
what it's
using
like.
it for GPS for when we travel. How else are we gonna get there? Fucking map. What do you want to do? You want to plug the fucking map, Brie? It'll look nice right below the display. I can set that up nice. Get some type of mount where it snaps into on the bike. What do you mean it's stupid? You're stupid.
Wouldn't you want it in matte black instead of that titanium?
I don't see it in matte black.
I can
Because they
see
don't
Jay
make
doing
it
this
yet.
on the bike.
Brie, I'm not gonna. Brie, you're not.
Oh,
How the hell? Where the hell am I going with this shit?
Brie, I'm not gonna wear it. Its sole purpose is GPS. That is the sole purpose of it. What's the difference? Like I buy a GPS for the bike for $500, or I buy an Apple Watch for $700.
That's it.
and then you would need to
Ooh,
mount a
research.
MagSafe then. That's the only thing you need.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sure they make a mount. I'm sure they make a mount like that could go on a bike that can hold it, or
Probably. If they do it for a phone, they'll probably do it for the watch.
It doesn't worry like that. Here she comes. Oh my God. Oh God, here she comes.
Jay, you can't use it like that.
Why?
What is my watch doing right now?
What do you mean?
What is my watch
It's on
doing?
your wrist.
It's on your wrist.
Yeah, what color is it?
Black.
Now it's on, right?
You can't do always on?
If you take it
Yes.
off, it's just going to turn right off.
Yeah, but you could do
You're
always
doing-
on.
I
No,
don't
but you're
know.
doing the navigation. The Apple Maps will turn on and it'll be always on.
Yeah, he's talking about it not being on your wrist. It is wrist detection.
Mhm.
Right, but if you put Apple Maps on it, it'll just turn on. It'll always be on.
But I don't know if it'll stay on if it's not on your wrist. Because if I have something
the-
on my Apple Watch and I take it off my wrist, it goes to sleep.
Open the settings app on your Apple Watch. To do this, press the digital crown, tap display and brightness, scroll down to tap always on, and turn off the feature.
There you go. Done deal.
So you're saying if you
No.
no, it says always on
No,
lets
no.
your watch display the watch face and time, even when your wrist is down.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know if it'll continue
but I feel
if it's not on you.
Always on
wait,
display
turn-
does not mean that
open
display
Apple apps.
everything is gonna be on.
Open up.
It's always on means you
Does
can see
anybody
the
have
date
a
and time.
fucking Apple Watch that could test this?
No, I'm poor.
Brie could do it right now.
Yeah,
All
why
she has
don't
to do
you
is
go to
app-
settings, always on, and then open up GPS and see if it stays on.
I would need my phone too.
No, it says you don't
No, you
need.
don't.
I need to launch it on my
Wait.
phone, and it goes to here.
Okay, so can you go grab your phone?
No.
Wait, does Breeze have a service or is it just on?
It
does
has
it work
a
off of her
service.
phone?
To do it from the
And
app.
what?
It does have a service, yeah.
So if it does have a service, she doesn't need her phone.
Do you
It has
have
its
an
own
Apple Watch?
service.
Do you have anything Apple related?
Oh!
But that
Oh!
has nothing to do with anything. Though. If you have a service,
Ding,
if you
ding.
have wait, guys, hold on. If you have a service, what do you need your phone for?
Because you
your
launch it
messages-
from your phone and it goes to the watch and the watch says where to turn.
I
Right,
love the
but I could
fact
do
that
that
Brie
on
is
my
talking
watch,
to his
and I
face
have
like he's
service
50
on my
or
watch,
60-year-old.
and I don't need my
On your
phone.
ghetto watch, it's probably $200. It came for free with a purchase.
No, it was more than that. It was like double. But the
Why would
point
you
is
pay
that
more
if
for something that's worse? Oh
It's
my
not
gosh!
worse. Because
And
obviously
now!
the feature is
And
not-
now!
No, because
Yo,
the feature
now
is
you
not
see
working.
Nasty Brie. Now you see her. Yo, she can fucking fire
right.
back.
But if you have a service on your watch, if you turn off your phone, it'll still work because it's connected.
Yeah, but
to
you know
that.
what the difference is, Spade? The way that Apple Watches and phones work is they work in unison. They work together. I don't need to download
Correct.
47 apps. I launch Google Maps on my phone and it automatically pops up on my watch. Yes, I can launch it on my
Right.
watch separately, but what's the point when everything's so eco-friendly?
Right, but we're talking about in a situation where Jay is just putting it on his bike.
And I would have my phone on me, you weirdo!
Yeah, but even
What is going on here? I'm trying to fix the
Yo.
situation here, and I'm getting yelled at for no reason.
Your Apple Watch will always show the time. You can also choose if your complications show sensitive data.
okay, so if you hit that and now open up
So I can do show notifications, show apps,
show apps.
show complication data. That is in the apps. Okay.
Oh yeah, she gets nasty, Tony. She won't be that way with me, but she'll be that way with others. She'll snap. Cause it's like she has all that pent up energy from me, and the first person she could take it out on, lights out.
I'm glad you took the heat, Spade. That's nice.
There was no heat to
Real
take.
team player.
This is fine. We're talking. That's all it is. I'm not worried about that.
You sure?
So what?
Listen, my name is not. I'm not going to say anybody. Forget it. It's
No. Do
Yeah.
it. You were almost there.
no. I was going to mention a Canadian, but whatever. Forget it. I'm just going to not.
Nobody remembers him.
Oh, you have to move the
I'm not going to call out people.
for it to
It's okay.
turn back on.
You think the vibrations of the bike would pick it up like it's moving?
Maybe. So we're trying it right now, and when we put it on the desk, even though always on is on, it goes to sleep.
Are you sure that always on is on?
Yep, and it said that Gmail was one of it's. All of my apps are approved to be on for always on.
What about when you put on Google Maps or Apple Maps?
Yeah, we're in that right now. Launching the
Okay.
app is fine. It works fine. But as soon as we take the watch off of the skin and put it down, it turns off anyway.
Nice activity rings, yo.
Thanks, yo.
Unless it works with notifications, where if you're going up to where you're supposed to turn left, it'll pop up onto the screen and say, "Hey, you got to turn left over here." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all of it.
And you're doing it driving. You have a zillion notifications on your watch. Nice.
You turn off those apps and you tell them, "No, don't turn on. Only Apple Maps or Google Maps or whatever map software you're using. Waze."
Or were you?
Yeah, I was in Maps.
I don't know if Waze goes on your watch.
Can you get Waze on your watch or no?
I don't know. I never tried.
Yeah, me neither.
No, you don't have Apple Watch.
Right, but I have a Samsung watch, so
Yeah, but it's not fucking same.
same concept. I said the concept is the same.
Shun the nonconformer.
Yeah, that is weird. You might want to turn it off. I don't know if that would work.
It like knows if it's on skin or not. It's
Yep.
not like stupid.
Put it on
I thought that'd be pretty cool though. Instead of buying a GPS, you got
on
the
a leather
phone.
glove. Get a piece of leather and wrap it when you're wrapping the phone onto the. I mean, you're putting the watch onto the handlebars. Put a piece of leather underneath so it senses that. Because
Now we're
what's
on to
leather?
rigging
Skin,
it.
Yes, David. Yeah, if you have a smartphone, get Waze. It lets you program the route. It lets you save each route you go to. You don't have to pay for it. It's free.
Yeah.
Well, it's owned by Google though.
And like it was really cool. The other day we were driving and we came up to a really bad traffic jam, and people left comments at the traffic jam saying what lane to be in to get around the police.
Mhm.
So they were like, get all the way in the left, because if you were in the right or the center, you would have had to merge. So that was pretty cool.
Because it's user. It's
I guess
user.
if you wear the watch while
dictated.
I'm riding. God, because with the trips I
I would
planned,
have to probably go under.
it would have to be the right arm because that's clutch. It would have to be this arm.
Well, there's a way around it. The problem is it wouldn't work on a motorcycle because you're already sensing a lot of vibration. Because if you're walking and you're using a GPS or even riding a regular bicycle, it vibrates like X amount of times to turn right or X amount of times to turn left. But that wouldn't work on a motorcycle because you probably wouldn't notice.
Yeah, but it has GPS, so it does work. That's not the problem. The problem is if you want to mount it somewhere, like Brie says.
Yeah.
Most smartwatches, if you take it off your arm, it's gonna go black.
But I'm just saying that could be a workaround. Like if you feel, 3 times I need to turn right here, that would also be enough.
Jack height is like this.
Yeah, but he's not going to feel it though with the bike.
Only worried about.
I don't think it would work.
That's
Right.
what I'm saying. That's the problem.
It's so gaudy.
Yeah, why don't you get this?
Unless you get a higher
Does it need to be
motor.
There
It gives
was
off more
like
vibration.
shock waterproof?
No.
shock.
Yeah, like if it falls off the bike or
How
if
would
it
it fall off your wrist?
No, I'm saying if I could manage to put it on the bike,
Oh.
it needs to be the rugged version. Like rugged.
Oh.
Starts raining, I get the waterproof, but this is going to be doused in water.
Well, for that other one, it's recommended for a separate case, I think, too, to put on there.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right here.
The aqua case or whatever. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm not doing it for looks, man. I'm doing it for GPS.
Even with the Ultra, Brie, you still need like an aqua case for it?
In the commercial, someone put it like a big clear
And they were
case
scuba
around it.
diving with
Yeah,
it. I don't know if you saw the launch.
Right.
The guy's fucking scuba
Yeah.
diving with it.
Like, who scuba dives?
It's
Really?
insane.
1% of the population? Who has
I
money
don't
and
think it's
time
that
to go
much.
swimming with fish?
I don't think it's that
Yeah,
much.
but who
I
has
think
money
it's
for
half of that.
$1,000 for a
I
watch?
think it's a lot less than 1%.
Yeah.
Probably. .001.
Yeah.
It's low. No,
How many people? Okay, look at the chat right now. How many we are? There's 35 of us plus us.
and we're all
38,
obese and
39.
overweight. None of us are fucking going near a pool, let alone an ocean, to go swim with coral
Or
reefs.
fitting in
Right.
one of those.
Well,
scissors.
I'm not allowed near pools, so
Yeah, you're a hot dog man.
We would
You're-
need scissors to get Stan out. Oh, we could use that cast saw. The one that doesn't cut your skin, but cuts cast.
So there's no way to use it without it being on you.
Mm-mm.
It's
No.
not very smart then. It's pretty
No.
fucking stupid.
Yeah, because I wanted to use it as like a clock for when it's not on my watch, like in the shower or something, and it went to sleep all the time anyway, just because it wasn't on my skin.
I think it's to preserve energy. The problem is that you can't manually turn it off in the software. That should be an option.
You have to turn off wrist detection on the Apple Watch.
Yep.
There are some things you need to keep in mind when you're disabling this feature. Apart from not locking automatically, features like heart rate tracking, oxygen, sleep tracking, noise measurements, wrist detection. Oh, it shuts everything off. So it would stay on all the time.
Yeah, but what would it show? Because it will stay on all the time.
Well,
but
her
not-
GPS was showing when she did GPS. It was
Yeah.
showing the GPS, but it had to
Yeah.
move with always on for it to eventually pop back up on the screen. But if you have no wrist detection on, what will keep it? Well, I guess movement. It would detect the movement and then stay on. I don't know. She's trying it now. Do you see wrist detection? No.
Spade, you're muted.
How long until the screen turns off? Thanks.
10 seconds?
10 seconds.
Wow.
My watch section of the app and type on passcode wrist detection.
That's a weird place to put that.
Once wrist detection is disabled, you'll need to manually lock your Apple Watch whenever you want to. All you need to do is swipe up.
If you turn off your wrist detection, your Apple Watch will not lock. Heart rate tracking and
Yeah.
all notifications will also be turned off. So how's it going to give us notifications while we're driving?
So if it's not on you, it's just a dummy. It does nothing.
Yeah, that's what it says essentially.
There has to be a way to do this. There has to be. I'll have to look at this later. There has to be.
Well, that's why I was saying if you get a piece of leather.
What if you got no wrists?
leather,
What if you're an amputee and you want to use an So now you're discriminating
detects-
against people with no arms?
but
Are you
but
really
doesn't it
scuba
detect
diving
skin?
if you don't have arms?
You're gonna look like a fucking seal. Swimming in a circle. It's just says 0 feet. Is that what it said before? Oh, you've seen if it goes off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's weird. Before it told us how far we were away from the next turn, now it's just dashes.
It's staying on.
But now it's angry at us.
But what if you walk with it? Will it move? Try to walk. Yeah, 100 feet. It works. So what'd you do? Turn off wrist detection?
Yeah. But then it goes off.
Yeah, but I bet you if you walk down the stairs, it will activate. So turn off wrist detection and always on. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. I was just testing it.
So yeah, it would in theory work. You're using an Apple Watch as well. You know what? You know what too? What's funny is so on the old Ducati, it used to show me like a text message on the display, but it doesn't anymore. So if I was to get like an emergency phone call, I'd also see it on the watch.
Hmm.
And you could
Wait,
set up
but if
your-
you turn off the wrist detection, then you wouldn't get the notification, right?
no,
Oh, right.
but it would still pop up on the top of the watch, wouldn't it?
No, all notifications are off. It says all notifications are silenced.
Why? Because it's not on your wrist.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Yeah, catch-22. Oh, you know
That
what?
seems to be easy fixable just
We need-
by software update.
Right? Just a firmware update. Okay, you got no arms or legs. You want to wear
There
your
you go.
watch as a dog tag.
You
I
just
would
can't
think
get
you
a
have bigger
heartbeat.
problems than your watch, but okay.
Yes. I think the last thing you're worried about is how you're going to get GPS. And what are you going to ride to get to that area? A fucking boogie board?
Just sit there like,
Do they still make Tom-Toms?
Yeah. They still make
Yeah.
them, and they're cheap now. They're not what they used to be.
Yeah, I
I
think
was
they're like
thinking about that
$200.
getting like an actual GPS device, but I like Waze because it tracks everything.
Oh.
And you get little candies, and I get like 10 cents per report.
Oh, I don't. Can you do reports from an Apple Watch?
I don't
think it
know.
would just give
I
you
don't-
directions.
I don't know. Is there a Waze actual GPS device? Like, does Google make one?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, but basically every smartphone can be turned into that. So why would you produce a device?
Buy a new heart for the bike.
A new what?
A new heart, like the unit. Buy the advanced unit and install it.
What do you mean? Like the ECU?
Yeah.
No. You know how expensive ECUs are? $2 grand, $3 grand? And even if you did that, the bike has to be programmed for that. And then the display can't show a map.
Really? I thought that new one could. Oh.
No.
Why is it so outdated?
Because a lot of people, when they ride a bike, aren't they? I don't know how people do it when they ride a bike and they go somewhere. I guess they just put it in their ear.
They know where they're going.
or
Use
that.
maps.
Or pull out an atlas while you're riding.
You would have to cut holes in the map to make it aerodynamic, or else it's just going to blow in your face.
And the part you would cut out would be our destination. So we would just be going in a big fucking circle.
You better pray it doesn't start raining.
That's why people use those tank bags with the plastic on top, right? Where you can slide the map in.
Nice. Very future-proof.
Yeah, because I can't.
Hey, you can all-
watch while you were driving.
You could probably slide the GPS in there too. So
Now you're thinking.
Didn't you buy those smart AI glasses that connect to your phone?
I don't think none of them show GPS though.
Because then you would just see.
Would it?
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. They don't make any smart glasses that do that. That'd be pretty fucking cool though.
They do make the motorcycle helmets that do that.
Yeah.
They're full face.
They don't make any smart glasses, even Samsung. Nobody makes one that shows GPS on it.
No.
If they do, it's going to be some small company out of nowhere.
Wow. All right, so what's next topic? Take it away, Spade.
He's gonna just talk about what Samsung's better.
Of course he is, because he loves Samsung.
No, I'm not. I've never say that. I've never said that ever.
Are you excited for the new phone?
It's the same thing as I have. There's only a different processor.
No,
Everything else
no.
is the same. The processor and the camera is the difference. That's it.
How's the hiking going?
How's the
It's the same exact thing.
how's the hiking going with Chris?
It's beautiful. It's amazing. I'm gonna go there next week too. I'm gonna
Your wife and
hike
Chris?
the mountain.
I like Chris.
Yeah.
Chris is nice.
We're gonna
Yeah,
go
he friended me on
three-way.
too.
Did he?
Yeah.
He's getting anxious. He doesn't want to talk about Chris.
Who's getting anxious?
You?
What? I said I was gonna jump in. I'm going with.
Okay, you're going
We'll
with.
go
Does-
take my walking stick.
Oh.
Is he coming along?
I get the feeling that Chris has an Apple Watch.
don't forget your map and your compass,
No.
right?
Yeah, that. Do I have to bring a protractor? My question is, do I need to bring a protractor and a
What's
pencil?
what is the practical use of a protractor? Like, when are you ever? What's the one that you put the pencil in and you spin it? What is that called?
A protractor.
That's the protractor, isn't it?
Then what's the
With
plastic
pencil and-
one that's shaped like a triangle?
Oh,
A
no.
triangle.
So then that would be the compass. No.
No.
I don't know what
That's
this.
the
It's
passer.
Triangle is a compass?
What's the triangle
It has a
one?
point. The triangle is the protractor, right?
Then what's the one that you put the pencil in and you spin in a circle?
with the point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
put
only
it
know
in
it in
and you
Dutch.
spin it in a circle.
Yeah.
I only know
In
it in
Dutch
Oh,
it's
Dutch.
called
Vaughn's saying it's called
passer.
angles.
Oh, angles.
What?
No,
Angles?
see, I was right. What Dan said. The pencil thing is a compass.
No, a compass you gotta hold up and the fucking thing moves.
No, I think it's two different types of compasses. One is for this and one is for that.
Well, we all just failed it.
What?
Definitely,
Wait,
Brie, definitely.
What?
I don't know the answer.
What? What? You're saying they're both called compasses? Compass with pencil. Okay. I don't know how that's a fucking compass, but got it. Yeah, we all failed school, by the way.
Definitely.
Yep, we couldn't even get past 5th grade. So that's.
But how? Okay.
What is the purpose of that? Like,
I was just gonna get to that. Like,
what? Let's
how
draw a
often are you
big
ever gonna
ass
use it?
circle around wherever we're going and spin it. That's good. Now we got to.
Geometry.
We're gonna be in this
Geometry.
vicinity right here.
What? Wait, what'd you say, Matthew?
It's for geometry. So you can
Yeah, but don't you use that on a map?
yeah, on a map, or if you have what's it called, trigonometry or something, when you do with the shapes and everything, the math.
Oh,
So
right,
you
but
can
what
make
would you use that for on a map? To circle where you're going?
The vicinity of where you're going to be,
vicinity or something? Yeah.
It's the only thing I can think of.
But like the nautical ones, they have two pins instead of a pencil and a pin, and they're used to measure distance.
Ah, see, that's different.
Yeah. So you take them to
I,
the to
I
the
don't
side
I
of
don't
the
know
map,
how
they-
I got past that in school because
The pencil one is to make perfect circles. That's why you
good.
have it. So you can make them. You put
So
the
it looks
point
like I got a
down
bunch
and
of fucking mini Oreos all over my map. What was this guy doing? Just drawing circles around towns. Just you know. Instead of you just taking a fucking pencil and putting a circle around it, you had to draw a perfect
this-
one. Mr.
but this
fucking
is a
one up.
perfect one.
Mr. One Up. I do a perfect circle on the mini map. Fucking asshole. It's gotta be that one guy. You gotta. And where do you store that? Like, do you got a compass pouch? Like, what? Where would you can't put
Probably.
that in your pocket? You're gonna get poked.
It
Yep.
comes with a case.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And
You
don't
know how
put
many
the
times
map
you're gonna
inside the
use
case?
that on your trip when you get lost in the middle of the desert?
Never.
Once.
No.
Draw
I
the
don't think you're gonna use
circle.
it one.
Okay.
Forget
I'm
the
here.
packet.
Now I know where I am.
Good. I got it.
I'm
I'm
here.
circled in, and we can get rid of this
So when
We
people
are
find my
somewhere
body, they know I
in
was here.
this giant
in this
circle.
vicinity.
That's
Yeah.
it.
We'll take one of these random roads. I don't know the purpose of that. The fact that that's called the compass is absolutely stupid. That's so dumb. Because if you said, let me get
We
a
have different
compass,
names.
I wouldn't think you'd hand me a metal fucking V that I put a pencil in.
We have different names for them. So a compass, what shows you north is a compass,
Right.
and the thing with for drawing the circles is a passer.
Yeah, Dustin, we would take string, powdered string, and then you map it out on a thing. You pick it up and you smack it down. It marks the mark, and then you do your clicks for each one, and then you know how distant. You could figure out the time. But I'll tell you what, even when I was doing land nav was fucking hard, man. Where are my military people at? PLDC, that shit was hard. They would put you in the middle of the woods. You get a map. No, your map is the sun. Find a way out. Go.
Oof.
Okay. There's no breadcrumbs. You ain't got no bread, so I learned to land nav, but man, that shit was hard, man. Must have failed that like 8 times.
But at least you could wipe it out with the chalk line, right? You could always clean it off and start over again, right?
A click is a kilometer. So when you're in the military, you get a rope like paracord, and there's knots, and each knot could be either 1 or 5 clicks. So military does kilometers. We don't do miles. They do 5 kilometers, 10. Each one's a click. 5 clicks, 5 kilometers.
So if the military does kilometers, how can we do miles?
I don't know. I was just thinking that. I don't know. Well, what's more accurate measurement?
I have no idea. I can't answer that.
Probably kilometers.
Accurate. It's both equally accurate. It's
like if something. No, that I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying. So, if something is like, which one's a smaller fraction? So if I wanted to go 2 miles, 0.38642, right? That exact mileage, would that be? I feel like kilometers would be more simpler and easier than doing it in miles, because that's a bigger stretch. You understand what I'm saying?
Similar how you would say, instead of saying half an inch, you're saying 20 millimeters or whatever the
kilometer is base 10. I knew that, base 10, easier to convert. Yeah, so kilometers is just easier. I don't know why we use miles per hour, just to be fucking different. I don't think anywhere else in the world uses miles per hour. Anywhere. No one uses feet. Look at any speedometer from any foreign car. It's all kilometers. All of it.
Yeah,
KPH.
UK.
Yeah, but you may use miles per hour now, Dan, but when did you start using it? Has it always been that way? Didn't you used to have KM on little speed signs in the 80s? Plus, you guys have the steering wheel on the other side of the car. Please, don't fucking talk to me. Please. You guys are ass backwards. You're using miles per hour like America, but you're on the other side of the road, on the other side of the car. No, please.
Which, I don't get that. That doesn't make sense to me.
It makes no... And if you ever try to drive a fucking manual with your left hand, that shit'll fuck you up. I'm going in reverse all the time. As fuck. Why am I not going forward? Right? Like, I'm all the way up and to the right. Like, what the fuck? Why am I going backwards? So don't try to come at me, Dan, when we use miles per hour. Yeah, okay, bro. Okay, please. Shut up. Don't you have a bag to change?
The left-hand driving has something to do either with coaches from yesteryear or the trains.
But so who else drives on the other side? I know it's not just UK. There's like even Asian countries.
Japan does it. Australia does it.
In Africa, some places in Africa do it too, right? That word, I guess.
They have no roads, so
a lot of European countries do it. Greece does it.
Greece doesn't drive on the right side of the road. They drive on the left?
No,
that can't be right, bro.
No.
You're right.
They do it right.
It's the normal. Hold on. Now I'm trying to think.
I've driven in Greece. It's the right side of the road.
And where's the steering wheel? On the left side of the car or the right side?
No, on the left side, normal side.
So then who else, aside from UK, has cars that drive? I know Japan does with the Skylines. And they
Australia.
So Japan's highways, the left side is the fast side and the right side. So left side is going this way and right side goes this way? It's not like us in America? Or do they drive on the right side of the road with right side cars?
I think they drive like us, but their cars are backwards.
Right. So their wheels are on the right, but they drive on the right side.
Right. Like us.
You sure?
Drive on the right side. No, but I think, because I'm trying to think. I'm trying to visually see it in movies that I've seen of people driving in Japan.
Well, they have the wheels. When they buy a brand new car in Japan, does it have the wheel on the right side still?
Right side, yes.
You're sure?
100%.
So if I buy a brand new Bugatti and I'm in Tokyo, the wheel is going to be on the right.
I don't know about that because Bugatti might be a different type of. I'm being honest. Like if you go and buy a Honda, the Honda will have it on the right-hand side. It won't be on the left.
Well, what about an exotic? Can you get a Lamborghini
I don't know.
with a right side wheel?
I don't know.
So, okay, take it a step further. In UK, Dan, now you could chime in. If you see an exotic car, which I'm sure you don't because you don't leave the house, where would the steering wheel be on that Lamborghini? I find it hard to believe that Lamborghini would design right-hand side.
Or left and right. Yeah. Wow, right-hand side. Wow.
That's
So they
fascinating.
do make it. Is it a law then? Then it has to be a law if they do that. It has to be a law.
But what happens if you have a car from America that's got a left-hand thing? Like in America, we could drive right. I don't even know what you
Right-handed
call
cars.
it. Right-sided
You can
driving.
drive-
Right-handed.
You can drive a left-handed or a right-handed car. That's no problem. The only thing is, it's going to be a pain in the ass because you're on the wrong side to take the turns and the traffic.
Imagine going through a drive-through.
Wait,
in the US on the
Sweden,
right-hand
you
side.
drive on the wrong side of the road too? What the fuck?
So Jay, imagine going into a drive-through and you're on the right-hand side.
Oh my
Your
God!
passenger has to-
Forget all that. Can you imagine going? Forget that. What about all the drive-throughs? So they're backwards in all those countries?
They're the same.
No, they're
No,
not
they're
the
the
same.
same.
You have to go around the other side of the building.
Oh,
Right.
You understand?
Unless
like
you have a passenger.
Now you gotta go. You gotta go to where the exit is. To oh God, that would fuck me up.
But
Yeah,
then
now
the
you gotta-
exit isn't the exit anymore. So for those people, it's normal.
Yeah, but now if you come to America, you're gonna be driving the wrong way through the drive-through.
No.
You're gonna be like the windows on the right, so I drive this way. No, don't do that. You're gonna be the only one at McDonald's fucking drive-through like this. Don't do that. Wait, what side of the
going?
road does Japan drive on?
I'm surprised Tony has checkers over there.
Yes. So I guess I wonder if there's any countries where you drive on the right side of the road with a right driver's seat.
Well, probably not.
Who
Because you
wait,
take
who made the cars first? Let's start there. Let's start from ground zero. Who made cars first? America?
Probably
The first
England.
automobile.
I think so.
Probably England.
No.
Or
England?
America.
No.
You mean really?
I don't think it was the US
first
though.
Automobile?
Germany. Watch it be Germany.
Benz. Maybe.
Carl Benz.
Yeah.
Germany. Called it.
Benz.
1886. Okay, that's a
Wow.
good start point. That's good. And guess which side the wheel was on? The left.
The
So
left.
that's the right way.
Thank you.
The
That's
discussion is over. Just like that. That's how the car was
Next.
made. And then you had like the vapor viewers, how they want to just change one thing, say it's innovative. Somebody was like, ooh, let's make so someone somewhere was like, this is stupid on the left side. Duh. Let's do it opposite.
It needs
We don't want to be
more
like that
airflow.
country.
Why would you do that though? Think about it. If you don't ever have any cars, great topic. If you have no cars in your country, why would you say, let's go on the left side of the road? You have no cars. Why?
Like I said, it has something to do with coaches and the coaches with horses or trains because they drive the opposite way as well.
Right, but if you're not the first country to do it, let's just use UK. You're not the first country to do it. People have trains over here and they have cars, and that all works that way. What made you decide, hey, let's flip this shit around? And did UK at one time, I hate to say this, but own Japan, which is why they've picked that
No,
up?
so-
Okay, so then why did Japan pick it up? I could see if it was somewhere like in Africa where UK or India, because
No.
well, what side of the road does India run on? Left or right? I don't think they have a side. They just all drive in the fucking road because there's so many.
I think that's true. I'm not even
I
joking.
think it is true.
That's
There's just whatever. You'll see a fucking car.
Don't run anybody over.
Cart, and then a moped, motorcycle, and car. Everybody's going a different direction.
Yes, it's possible.
Just
it's possible.
go.
Just
Unless
however
you're like
you
in
want to
Dubai
get
or
there,
something.
go for it. Bicycle, you see a fucking hot air balloon going past. Okay, you guys have no idea.
Forget
about
the maps, forget the GPS, just
forget
go.
it. Just go. You have no real means of transportation in India. So, but what made them decide, let's go with the opposite side than the rest of the world? Come on. Why? I guess I'm looking it up because nobody has that answer. No one wants to talk about it. Why does UK drive on the left?
Could it be possibly because they don't?
Oh my
They
God.
didn't know
You
which
don't
side
even
the
want to
cars
hear
were
the
on?
answer. You don't want to hear the
Is
answer.
it stupid?
It's the dumbest fucking answer ever.
Now I want it.
Traffic congestion in the 18th century London led to a law being passed to make all traffic on the London Bridge keep on the left in order to reduce collisions. That makes no sense. So why not do it on the right and keep them all on the right? Was the bridge right heavy? I mean, because if the was the London Bridge real weak on the right side, so you said stay over here to balance it out?
Instead of fixing the bridge,
It'll fix itself, right? It's weak over here. So it's like working on a bum leg. The more you walk on the other leg, you'll strengthen up the shitty one.
That's it.
Wow, what a stupid fucking reason.
I'm beginning to see why you lost all your colonies, UK.
In essence, now listen to this. Japan is totally different. In essence, driving on the left has little to do with cars. Quite the contrary. It's all for the convenience of the samurai and Japanese road usage logic.
What?
You see, at this time of the samurai, city streets and footpaths were quite narrow. In addition, most samurai were right-handed and wore their katana on the left. That is literally why they drive on that side. Because of samurais.
But that's
That
a
makes
better
no
reason
sense.
than the bridge.
It is. It makes sense, right? There's some kind of logic there. Drive on the left side of the bridge. But, okay, now that the bridge is fixed, can we drive back on the right now?
No, we're used to this way now.
No,
And think
no,
about
we're used to it.
What about all the car manufacturers? They didn't get pissed off. Like, everybody else is ordering all these cars with the left-hand wheel. You all of a sudden want a fucking right one?
Yep.
And you got to
But
read
it doesn't
Wait,
make
and is
sense.
it, was it a famous bridge or does the bridge still exist?
It's
That's
the
what I
London
wanna know.
Bridge.
On the bridge.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah, it's the
still
London.
exists.
I mean, it's. I think it's still there. I don't know shit about landmarks, but I would assume it's still there.
Not in the original state, but it's still there.
So
Wait,
Sam,
so you can?
I mean, it
Actually,
makes sense.
we
It's
as
like,
a right
it's like military.
right
You
driving.
walk, or anybody with a sword, even Civil War. That's why women walked on the right, because the sword, when you pull it out, it wouldn't strike them. Versus if it was on the left, you cut them in half. So I guess that makes sense. That
Oh, you're talking about like the sidewalk thing where the man walks on the sidewalk side of the street.
man
as
walks on
opposed
the
to a
left,
woman?
woman walks on the right. So like when your woman holds your arm, she's never supposed to be on your left side, it's supposed to be on your right side. And she always walks the first in a room, not the first one in, last one out.
Right.
So she walks into a room before you, and then you walk in after her.
You walk out.
Yeah.
But you walk out first, and then she walks out after you.
Right.
But there's other stuff like that, right? If you button a shirt for a man, you can put your right hand into the shirt. For a woman, they can put their left hand into the shirt.
Why?
No, it's different. It's different. In the US, your US and European button-down shirts are totally different. They're opposite. So in the US, your buttons are on the right-hand side. In Europe, your buttons are on the left-hand side.
No. Wait, yeah,
No?
you're right. The buttons are on the
Yeah.
right side. So I could put my right hand in.
Correct.
Yeah.
I could do that.
And a woman is the other way because the
Why?
flap goes this way.
Why?
I don't know if it's a myth, but the reason I was always told was it had to do with sword hand again.
Back to the
So
sword.
a man could keep his sword hand warm by putting it in their coat. And for a woman, it was the left arm because
Huh?
they can put their arm in it and have the baby or the child on that arm and have their dominant hand free to do something.
Okay, that's pretty badass. That's got to be real.
Okay, that makes
Sounds
sense.
real. Like that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Those are valid reasons to do
Yes.
something. The bridge thing
Yes.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that makes great sense. I don't, but no offense, and I'm not judging the people from those times that made buttons. So you're worried about the warmth of your hand while you have your baby exposed to the fucking frost. I mean, no offense.
It's resting, right?
Yeah, I got that.
Well,
But you're worried about your
yeah.
fingertips getting frozen, but the baby's face is like a fucking popsicle. I can see if you want to nestle the baby in your bosom, like put it in the shirt, make a pocket
That
for
makes
its head.
sense.
You know,
Yeah,
that
but those were different times. I mean, it was like, this is broken. Let's get another one. It's not.
Again, that's what I was told, or they
No,
say the reason
that's
is.
not-
I don't know if it's
that's
correct.
that's not it. Wealthy women back then did not dress themselves. The ladies' maid did. Since most people are right-handed, this made it easier for someone standing across from you to button your dress. That's the reason.
Okay.
That sounds good, though. Yeah, no, that's it. Women's garments to make it easier for the maid to do them up right-handed. That's the answer. Wow. But I like yours better. That's nice. That makes sense.
Matthews is classier. That's why.
Again, there's logic in that. There's not logic.
Yes.
And the bridge is right heavy, so we go left.
That's just laziness. Just fix your bridge.
So you're literally
also-
saying the right side of your bridge is weak.
Well, it's
also
noted. If I
dangerous
ever go to
because
England,
we as a right-hand driver people, if you go to a country that's left-hand drive, if you
Wait,
cross
are
the
we
road-
right-hand drivers or left? I thought we're left-hand drivers because you're using our left.
Yeah, but we drive on the right side, the right side of the road, right?
So, but when you're saying left-handed driver, what are you referring to? Where we drive
England.
or where we're at in the car?
Where we drive, where the car is on the road. So
Okay, so we
are
would be right-hand
drive.
drivers.
Yeah.
America would be
Right.
right-hand drivers.
Yeah. The problem is, if you cross the road, what's the first side you look at? For us, or for them coming to us, or for us going to.
So you're always
England.
supposed to look from the right. You always look from the right to left. Or no? Hold on.
You have to do the opposite over there because traffic is coming from the opposite side.
Oh, that would fuck
you
me
step
up.
onto
And
the
you're on the
road.
other, and you're on the
Yeah.
other side of the car. So it's
Right.
like,
oh, that's gonna really fuck you up.
oh
Ooh,
man,
that's gonna
I
be
feel like
bad.
that would mess me up hard, bro. Being on the opposite side of the car and looking at the opposite direction of. Ooh.
So now we need to avoid crosswalks and bridges in the UK. Got it.
And it's
Crosswalks
not-
when you're
it's not
driving.
that bad. It's not that bad if it's like a straight piece of road and nothing is happening. You can concentrate on it. But it's when something happens and you have a knee-jerk reaction to it, you tend to go to the wrong way.
Do you have those?
Well, I was always under the assumption if something is to go,
I'll be back. I
go
got
wrong,
$500
you always
worth
go
of
left.
Girl Scout cookies. I gotta go bring those in. Don't judge me.
Nice.
That's a lot of
$100
cookies.
worth.
It's gonna be good. Well, see, I always thought like, you know how like airplanes, they tell you like when two airplanes are coming at each other, you always go left so that way they could both avoid each other. I do the same thing in a car. If I'm coming head to head with a car, I'm gonna go left. Even though for me that makes no sense because I'd be going into oncoming traffic. So then I would
Yeah,
have
you
to
would
technically go right.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Oh, is everybody leaving? Oh, okay. All right. I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
So the JIO
Yeah, I
is going
agree,
to come with
Tony.
cookies.
The what?
JIO is going to come with cookies or the 143.
We'll soon find out.
$500 of Girl Scout cookies.
That's a lot of cookies, man. Because
Yeah.
each box is like what 10. I think each box is $10. I think. Yeah, I think it's $10 each. Oh, wow, that's a lot. But at least he'll have snacks for the rest of the day, week, month,
Rest of the day.
week, month, whatever.
Okay. Rest of the day.
Well,
But listen,
he's stocking up.
but
Stan is coming in
but-
April, so you kind of have to.
but there's not that many cookies inside the box to begin with. I think there's like maybe 8 pieces. They're not that much.
Still,
I have no idea.
Spade.
I mean,
$500 worth of cookies. And you go, oh, he's going to have cookies for the rest of the day. You're calling him gluttonous or?
No, I
are you
didn't. I
doing?
said day, week, month. I said that. Don't start shit, okay?
don't.
Jay.
Jay, Spade said you're a fat fuck because you have
Yeah,
$500
yeah.
worth of cookies for the whole day. That's not what I
Yeah,
said. but
Spade
okay.
was
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
shit just when you started leaving.
I could see that happening. Watch.
Yep. It's going to happen.
Yeah, of course. Oh man.
Put some drops in the eye, Spade.
You know what? I think I should. I don't have it with me though. Whatever. It is what it is.
So how's the weather over there?
Bah.
Well, I wasn't
Mostly
really
cloudy
asking
and
you, Matthew,
41.
but
It's 41 degrees and it's mostly cloudy.
oh, that's nice.
It's not the greatest. But I mean, we are in the beginning of February, the ass end of winter. So I guess it's understandable that it's going to get cold, right?
Ooh, 43.
Oh, you got 43? Nice.
Yeah.
You're warmer
Time.
than us. We got 41.
Yeah. Time to get the Speedos out.
That's it. Here we go.
Start shaving my knees.
Here we go. Go ahead, guys. Let's see how this works
2,
out.
1.
And here we are. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So you see, I
Jay's gonna see it
went
anyway.
after it. $500 worth of Girl Scout cookies. You guys in Europe don't know what those are, right?
No, you
A lot
taught
of
us.
cookies.
I mean,
How much is a box now? How much is a box now?
Five
Is it
bucks.
five? Okay, so I was wrong. I thought it was 10. Okay. $5.
how many cookies in a box?
12 in a box.
I said 8.
Oh
I was
no,
close.
how many cookies in a box? Depends on the cookie.
Yeah.
Tagalong's
yeah.
got 5 in a row, 4 rows, so 20 cookies in one box.
Ooh.
Which one's the one with the least amount of cookies?
The new gluten-free ones.
I'm never ordering
All
those.
the
I'll tell you that much.
pictures.
Yeah, that when I tell you they're the best cookie. What?
The Tagalongs
Brie
are the
just
ones with
posted the
peanut butter, right?
pictures of all the boxes.
Oh yeah, we don't fuck around, bro. We go hard. Plus, when you guys come to a bash, you'll take a whole box to yourself. So,
Nice.
Are there going to be any left? Because Spade.
yeah, no, I got.
No. Let him
Yeah,
finish. No, Jay. Let
Wait,
let
what
him
did you
finish
say?
he
You said you were
said.
gonna come take him. What'd you say? Man
I
up.
didn't say any of that.
What did he say?
I'm gonna let Matthew say it.
Go ahead. What'd he say?
Well, we
What
were
is
talking
that,
about $500 of cookies. That's a lot of cookies. And Spade went like, yeah, then Jay's going to have enough cookies for the day. So
It's
he's
like for
calling
the
you
day, for the
gluttonous.
week, for the month, depending on how many he needs.
No.
Don't say that. Stop. We can.
So you're
always
saying
go
I'm a
on
fat
that.
fuck? That's what you're saying?
See, That's exactly.
That's what you're saying.
they
You
were
saying I'm a fat fuck?
I did not say that.
Let's rewind
That's
the
what they're
stream.
saying.
Let's rewind the stream.
You're just saying I'm a fat
Rewind
piece of
the
shit?
No, I never said that. I didn't
Yeah,
say
my
that.
favorite.
Behind
My
his
favorite
back.
are Tagalongs would be number one. That's the peanut butter. The peanut butter with the Thin Mints are up there, but Samoa's would be number two. So Tagalongs number one, Samoa's number two, Thin Mints number three, and then the other ones, not a fan. Not a fan.
You can't have the one with the coconut,
peanut butter ones.
Yeah, you had them when you were here. The Tagalongs, the peanut butter. You said
those were amazing.
Yeah, bro, and you get them when they're cold. Oh my god, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not really a big fan of peanut butter, but I like those.
No, Samoa's are the coconut chocolate. It's like Rain Dance.
But you can have those?
Technically, no.
Oh, okay.
Like, I ate that and I already feel my throat close. I know my limit, you know. The way I look at it is, I'm allergic to it, but if I keep eating it, eventually my allergy will go away. Is that too far-fetched?
It's theoretical.
Right? If you want to like micro dose of acid.
Right. You're building up your tolerance.
Building up a tolerance. That's the way I look at an allergy. I don't know if it works that way. It hasn't yet. I've been doing this for about 15 years now.
And it doesn't work?
If you microdose, you're not allergic to the substance. You have an allergy to a substance. That's an overreaction.
Yeah, but they say what? Every 7 years, your allergies change. So do your taste buds. Your body redesigns itself every 7 years. Well, they keep redesigning this, but it makes it worse each time. Like I could eat one Samoa. I'm feeling it right now in my throat. It almost like cuts off my airway. So I can only eat so much of it until I like have to breathe heavy through my nose.
That doesn't sound bad at all.
It's not bad because it'll go away. It's not. I don't need fucking epinephrine. It's fine.
Well, yeah, because you're not having a big amount.
So Brie made. Yeah, that's my mindset. Can you get past an allergy? I don't think so. But so she made these macaroons. I don't know if not the shitty macaroons, but coconut macaroons. It's like a coconut ball, but baked.
Right.
Pure coconut. I bit it. Didn't you have one at the October? She made some. But she made them and she brought them outside. I don't know. Anyway, I bit into it. Little tiny bite. It was hot. It was delicious. I said, ooh, this is good. Took the whole thing and put it in my mouth. Too much coconut. Jay, you fine?
You almost killed you.
Literally, for like 10 minutes, could not fucking breathe. I'll get through it. It's delicious, you know. It's like when you tell a fat person they have high cholesterol, they need to eat less. They eat the same. Well, the same thing with the coconut. Whatever. No, I don't have.
But it's not like they deliver X amount of times in a year.
Twice a year, I think.
No, once a year.
I think it's once a year?
Yeah, once a year. But so let me tell you what happened. Last year, I did $310 worth of cookies. True story. Stacked up. First time having a house, Girl Scouts come by. And you know, when she does me, she doesn't even have to go to the rest of the neighborhood because they're going to order. I was talking to her, she said they order like 1 or 2 boxes. So I asked her today, what's the first house you go to? Like, what do you got left? She's like, you're the first house because you're obviously we want to take care, of course, because you know next year I'm going to order $1,000 worth of shit. So she says to me, so last year I ordered $310 worth of cookies. It's a lot of cookies. I still have cookies left over from that because I don't, as much as I may order them, you guys come to the bash like Lance took 2 boxes of Do-si-do. It's there for you guys as well. Not my tagalongs though. Don't fucking touch those. You can have 1 cookie, not 1 box. So anyway, long story short, I ran out of the tagalongs halfway through. I was like, uh-oh, how do I get some more? So I found somebody that I guess overstocked them or they bought them. And I bought them all on eBay. And there was the new batch, but it was like 7 months old. So when they shipped them to me, they were in California. They all fucking melted. So when I got them, my first instinct is, ooh, put them in the freezer. You know, they didn't lose flavor. It just has to mold back. But what happened is all the chocolate melted to where the tray is, so it looks like a chocolate cake with random fucking cookies sticking out of it.
Oof.
So, and I don't know how this works, but the frost fucked it all up. It just tastes like a peanut butter chocolate cake now. Yeah, but it melted all the chocolate. So never again. I'm going to make sure I order it.
And you always have it.
Yeah, just get it done. Yeah. You call
That's
me
a lot. How many boxes is $500 worth of?
I think we just posted a picture in Discord. So there's 1, 2, 3. I think
Like
6.
250.
Discord is that little program we use to chat with each other, Spade.
Got it. Okay, I know. I've heard. It's
All right, there you go. So
infinite.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 boxes, 12 in a case.
Oh wow,
So
it's a lot of cookies.
Them those Girl Scouts are fighting each other to be the first.
100 boxes. 100 boxes. Right? 9 times 12.
But realistically, the first batch you didn't finish, so it takes you a while.
No,
to
he
finish
finished the
them
first
all.
batch. It's the second
No, I
batch.
finished the first batch of tag-alongs because I only got 1 box of those. So 1 box lasted me 8 months. 1 box of 12 boxes. You understand?
Oh.
Yeah. No, don't get crazy.
It's a case. You're talking about a case. 12,
1 case
12 boxes in one
lasted
case.
me 7 months.
I was thinking 1 box of cookies, not like.
No. 1 box of cookies, 2 weeks. What did you say?
Still not.
You said you'll pass?
Who
What'd
said
you say?
pass?
What did you say, Jorn?
No, that's still not bad. I mean, that's not excessive.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
normal.
it's a lot of cookies.
I mean, they tasted good. It could be, if I would have those boxes in my home, it would be really difficult to stay away from.
Oh, I can. I like after a meal, we'll have 1 or 2 cookies, but we eat 3 meals a day, so it adds up. Well, breakfast, just dinner, we'll have a cookie or 2. That's all. Like
That's
a dessert.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's not like we'll eat a whole box.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of
diabetes by tomorrow.
Oh my God, I've never done that. That's a lot of fucking calories. That's a lot of sugar.
Yeah, the peanut butter ones are kind of heavy.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, 3 to 4, you're like, whoa, okay. But I don't know. It's like it's a good peanut butter though. It's not like peanut butter. It's good. It's good. I would never be able to work in a factory like that. Could you imagine? With like them coming out of the oven, bro. Okay. I'm gonna be like,
your job would be a taste tester.
I'm quality control, okay?
Yes.
I know that I'm usually the packaging guy, but today I'm working quality control, making sure everything is good. Jay, you're on Qual QC. You got it. You get paid less, by the way. No problem. Sign me up for 3 days.
How many boxes did I get through? Only 1. It was a bad day.
I know we sorted 98, but I could only find 2 that were good. So, what'd you do with the rest? Throw them out. Throw them out.
Why do we have such small bags of garbage?
And what'd you do with the boxes?
Recycle them.
Yes. Put it back in the machine for something else.
So we recycle. Yeah, we're using it for the other boxes.
That's it.
But I've even tried to figure out like who manufactures it for them, because that like you can't. So the tag-alongs, the peanut butter version, there's people that tried to like copy it. So Thin Mints, the closest you could get is the thing called Grasshoppers from Keebler Elves, but it tastes nothing like a Thin Mint. I feel like they literally have a licensing, obviously because it's their ingredients, but there's nobody that can copy anything. They tried to do Samoas, failed miserably. The tag-alongs, they've never even attempted. It's just, you cannot find any cookies like this. I sound like such a fat fuck.
So wait, you're saying that the Girl Scouts have their own factory?
Yeah. 2 different questions one time. Try again.
Go Spade.
So you're saying that the Girl Scouts have their own facility that makes their own cookies?
I don't know. You can't find anything out about them, like where they're made. Even on the
Not
Even
box.
on the box?
It doesn't say shit on the box, bro. It's just
No, it says
Girl
says
Scout
made by-
Cookie Foundation.
Isn't,
Okay.
Yeah.
isn't that a legal requirement?
I think they've got the leverage. We're doing this for the little girls. You know what I mean? Like,
Ah, the
Right.
children.
what are you gonna do as a guy? No, you can't do that. Oh, really? Like, there's nothing. There's a shipping address, but if you look at that on Google Maps, it's like a PO box, and you ain't making fucking cookies in a room the size that I'm in right now. I'm sorry. Yeah, you can't.
It's very
find shit.
unhygienic.
You can't find shit, man. But you would think that even the manufacturer that's making that would be like, let's take this, and let's make something. No,
Maybe
because
it's
then
like
they
a
would be
contract.
breaching their
Maybe it
contract.
is a big manufacturer that does it just for them, special order.
Yeah, that's what
They're
I'm
not allowed
thinking.
to
Is it's
advertise
whoever
it.
makes whatever Oreo or like they do it for them, and it's I think it's a nonprofit, Girl Scouts of America. I think it is.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
yeah, because the box of cookies. Yeah, so that's a write-off. We spent 1,000 hours this year of making these cookies for them. So all those employees, we're not taxing them. That's all. That's it.
So, if you use that train of thought, probably the biggest manufacturer is probably doing it to get
Yeah.
a tax break.
Absolutely. You got a box, Brie? Oh, what are you doing? Oh. Yeah, it's probably the biggest one you could think of is doing it for them. And they make these weird ones. Like now they're making they're trying to do this whole gluten-free shit. Yeah, like and the problem you have with gluten-free, I didn't know this, but I think of gluten as fat, right? Gluttony? No?
No,
Mm.
it's
It's not. It's like wheat and like binding agents. So when you take things that are gluten-free, they I don't know how wheat affects the flavor that much, but my God, is there a difference?
It does.
Oh,
It's totally
Tastes
totally different.
stale.
it tastes hard. It's like
Yeah. No, Jorn nailed it. It's stale. Like it makes you. It's like they stale like this as opposed to.
and I was looking it up, and they
No.
can't find anything that like there's a certain gum, Zantac gum or
Zantac. No.
Zantac is the pill. That's not it.
Yeah.
Xanthium gum, I think it is.
Xanthium.
Yeah, and they can't get it to bind like it can with wheat, so they can't find anything else. But man, gluten-free shit, I can't fucking eat. No offense, I can't. I think it's disgusting.
But it does make you wonder. Like it seems to be a recent thing, right? A gluten deficiency or allergy. What were all the other people diagnosed with? Like 20,
You're talking-
25, 35 years.
You're talking about that cleriosis or whatever, which is the new syndrome
Yeah.
that a lot of people have for your intestines. But then people that don't have that want to go gluten-free because that's the new fad.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could just
But you don't-
exercise.
But that's hard, Jay. That's going to take up too much time.
And it's not going to take time for you to open up that fucking package and eat that whole box of cookies?
It's easier.
Look, you're preaching to the choir here. I'm a fatty McMuffin. I don't have a problem accepting that. But I'm not the one that's going gluten-free to be like everybody else. Vegan, vegetarians, people do that shit as a fad. Now, if you have a medical problem where you can't process meat, hey, man, you got to make do with what you got. But you got people doing it because they think it's a healthier diet. Where do you get your protein from? Beans? Only so many fucking beans you can eat.
They say that beans have more protein than meat, apparently.
Lentils? Yeah, I've read that. But it's...
Just think, there's a lot of people doing it to be inclusive and interesting. Oh yeah, I
Special.
can't have that because I'm gluten, lactose intolerant, and a vegan.
Could
Do
you
you have a
imagine...
special menu for me?
Yeah, could you imagine being a restaurant owner and you got to do this shit? You got to make a vegan version of this? You got to make a vegetarian version of it?
No, you
gotta
don't
make
have
up-
to make. It's your choice.
I understand that, but okay, as a business, let me help you out here. As a business, it doesn't matter what you want, it's what the consumer wants. Because if that was the case, I would have sold only high-end mods at Vape Life. You have to sell what everybody else does. So as a restaurateur, right, you are gonna have to put a couple things on there that are gluten-free. Whether you agree with it or not, you don't want to alienate those people. But then they're like, oh, can I get the steak but the vegan version? I'm sorry, what?
Mushrooms.
Yeah, the only way I'm thinking is if you have to, if this never ends and the list keeps on growing, the service industry will die eventually. There's nobody willing to
Service
keep up with
or
stuff.
food service?
Food service in general. If everyone starts to be special and you have to adjust to every single person's need, people are going to give up. It's not worth it. The profit margins are already plummeting.
They're already slimming down. Yeah.
Why would I go into it? Make your own sandwich. Good luck with it.
Here's all the meat. Look, here's all the meat. I don't know what's what. You could fucking pick it, make your own shit.
That's right.
Here's a spread. Go for it.
Here's a grill.
Any of you see the video?
Let me give you the spatula while you're at it too, and turn the grill on. Whatever you want to do, man. It's make your own shit.
The plastic spatula is
But
cheaper.
what's
You have the
next?
steel
You
one.
remember, so but in the 90s, again, I don't know if it was like this in Europe, but in America it was like this. In the 90s, it was that Atkins diet. No carbohydrates, right? The Atkins,
Straight meat and dairy.
But then now people brought it back and they called it something else. It's still keto. It's still the same shit as Atkins. It's just you're putting a different fucking label on it. And no matter what, it's like it's a new thing. No fat. There's no fatness. Anything with no fat tastes disgusting. It's just like gluten-free is gross. So you go with low fat. Okay, it's better than the high fat. It's lower. And then there's no salt. Now you got no gluten or gluten-free. Where do you draw the line? Where do you...
No, I get it. Like if you
What's
have
next?
a special restaurant for it, I agree with it. Like in the sense, if you go to a special place and it's all vegan restaurant because you want to cater to that niche market, fine, go ahead. But I don't agree with the fact I want to go to a McDonald's and they have to serve me a salad because I'm on a diet. No, McDonald's is fast food. You go there to eat unhealthy. That's what you're gonna get.
Yep.
Yeah, so you're saying don't force a business to do it. That's what you're saying.
Exactly. You get what you
Right.
want out of it. Nobody goes to a fast food
Are
restaurant.
businesses forced into it?
I
No,
think so.
not a
And
restaurant.
They are. McDonald's is serving healthier options now. That's forced by.
Is it
the
forced, or
public.
they're just
Is it
thinking
forced,
that
or do you
we're
think that
losing
McDonald's
customers
is-
because of this?
Yeah, that's what I'm
No,
saying.
they were forced. In Europe, they were forced to give healthier
really?
options. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Why?
I don't like that.
I don't know because now the fatties can't blame McDonald's anymore. We gave you an option.
Think about.
You're still fat.
Wait a minute. Think about. There was a set of twins. I swear to God, this is a true story. A set of twins got really obese, and their parents fed them McDonald's. True story. They ended up suing McDonald's and winning because they said that they got obese because of McDonald's. Wait a minute. What about your fucking parents that bought the McDonald's? Shouldn't they be the ones to blame? Oh, they're not corporate. They don't have millions of dollars to give you. If you know that you're eating unhealthy and you get sick, whose fault is that? That's not their fault. We serve the
yours.
food. You choose to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a business. If you order 20 burgers,
Now I'm going to make those burgers for you. How do you want them? That
Do you know? Do you know how much the percentage of sales is for salads at McDonald's?
would you look
I
at
want
it?
to know.
Yes, I did. While Jorn was talking, I was like, it came to my head. It's literally anywhere between 1% and 2% of their global
So it's
sales.
a growing business.
It's a
Wow.
growing business.
Wow.
It's not even think logically.
Well, you
It's
said
not even worth it for
12%
them.
or 1 or 2%?
One or 2%. It's not even worth it for them to even do that.
So did you heard what the Walmart dude said? Speaking about money, you heard about this? So the Walmart
What?
CEO, no, I'm not even joking, made a statement. If the theft continues, we're going to close all Walmarts down. All Walmarts, we're shutting them down. Now,
He's not going to.
you want to know how much money that Walmart lost in theft last year, fiscal year 2022? Get ready for this number. You want to take a guess, or you just want me to tell you?
No, I just want. My guess is going to be nowhere near anything.
What's their annual income?
Well, that's going to follow up with what I'm going to give you that number. So, but what do you think they lost? 10 million? 20 million? Pick a number.
Maybe
Minimum.
10.
Minimum
Maybe
50.
10 or 12.
Million? What do you think, Spade?
Yeah.
I would have thought like 50 million.
Okay, you guys are nowhere near it. It's $3 billion.
Yep.
$3 billion.
Holy.
Okay, so you say that's a lot, right? Now, ask me what their profit was. They say this on their website. Ask me what their profit was in fiscal year 2022.
Somewhere about 100 something trillion.
$52 billion. So let me get this right. You lost $3 billion last year. $3 billion. And you're going to close all your Walmarts when you made 152 take home?
Yeah.
Wait, but is that a loss or a write-off?
But don't they also pay for insurance?
It's a write-off, but you can only write off so much. You can't write off.
But they pay.
Okay.
But they pay insurance for that, don't they, Jay? They pay
They do.
insurance for the loss.
Absolutely, they do.
So they get money
So here's
back.
my argument. Ready? You're not going to like my... You know me. I don't like stealing. I don't like thieves. I don't like dirty, shady people. But I have an argument for that. So what they're doing now is... I got to be real careful on the words I choose here. I'll skip that and I'll move forward. What you could implement is Apple Pay. Instead of having someone to sit there and check out, you have to swipe a card. You can make it easier by walking by and double tapping, or Samsung Pay, whatever the fuck, and walk by and scan your shit. Instead, you have to sit in a line, or you have to scan it yourself. Right. Here's the next problem: hire more cashiers. You'll make less money. They'll steal less because now you have more people at the cashier spots instead of all self checkouts. So now you got people moving through fucking faster. You don't think that someone's like, yo, I got a candy bar. Fuck this shit. I'm not going to wait in line for 20 minutes and put it in my pocket.
Right. No, I agree.
So put more cashiers.
Yeah,
but they're saving money on the cashiers by not hiring them.
I understand that, but you're losing $3 billion. So if you take half of that, $1.5 billion. You know how many fucking employees you can hire at $1.5 billion at minimum wage? 20 million?
But
30 million? You don't even have that many fucking employees to begin with. So you're going to shut down all Walmarts because you lost $3 billion? You can't. No fucking way. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I kind of think it's
I think he said that as a joke.
No, he didn't say that as a joke.
He was being sarcastic.
No, that was extremely to the point and clear.
It makes no sense to do that. It's like, oh, you know what? I cut my finger. Let me chop off my arm. Like, why would you do that? That makes no sense.
Well, think about it this way. What if it's psychological? Like, you put this message out and then people start checking other people. Then you don't have to hire a security guard. In fear of them closing down, they're doing the job for you. Social control.
Hold on.
No?
I mean, I guess I see what you're saying and where you're going with it, but I feel like people don't give a shit. Yeah. They don't care as much.
Watch this.
I'm not going to say much.
It's not a fucking joke, bro. Give me a second. Is Matthew coming back? What's he on, that fucking PC? So it's going to take forever? Here. All right.
I have no idea.
Okay. Rising thefts at Walmart could lead to price jumps. Store closure, CEO says. And then here is your clip. It's going to be an ad. I know it. I knew it.
That is working when others aren't. And while I want
audio's fucked up. Damn it. Higher than it has just. We've got measures, safety measures. Shoplifting about 50%, leading more than $400 million in losses in the fiscal year alone. That's not right though.
Next.
Come on with the fucking ads. Most of the shop organize petty theft. It's not right. It's $3 billion. But when asked on Tuesday how local jurisdictions. Here we go. If that's not corrected over time, prices will be higher and or stores will close.
Unless he's talking about the stores that have the highest amount of of theft, they're going to close those down. That's the only thing. I think maybe it was
How are you
taken
can
out of
see that.
context.
I can't play the
I could see
fucking
that.
thing. No, he makes it pretty damn clear in the interview that he's gonna shut Walmart down. I just can't pull it up. It's just not playing. Hold on.
That's dumb. And
I
nobody
don't
in the
know.
board of directors is going to say okay to this.
No, but if you think about it, ever since COVID, it was a thing before COVID, but ever since then, especially over here, you guys are more already advanced than we are. But I get the sense after and during COVID, they all started pushing online sales even more. And think about it, if you remove that store and everything is just shipped, your margin goes up because you don't have a
Yeah.
location that you need to rent out and no employees you need to pay out. Well, you still need
The
employees
problem
in
is that self-checkout,
storage.
man. It's the self-checkout. You remove the self-checkout and make it where you have cashiers.
Yep.
Okay.
No, you're right. You're right. The thefts are coming from self-checkout. Nobody's going into the store and opening up a box and putting it in their shirt anymore
Yeah,
and
man.
walking out. People are
And
walking
even
up
if
to
it's
the
by
thing.
mistake, right? I'm sure some of it's by mistake. Oh, I thought that scanned. I don't know.
Okay, I'll pay for it now.
Yeah,
That's
right.
it.
So, bro, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here.
Now, it's self-checkout. The fact that they wanted to save money by not hiring employees is causing them to lose money in a different section of the business because of that. You're saving here, but you're paying more over there. So that's for them to shut down the whole business just because of that is so stupid. What are they going to do? They're going to turn it to Amazon and be online sales only?
Yeah, good fucking
Come
luck.
on.
Good luck.
Come
Good
on.
luck competing with Amazon. I
No
don't care how
way.
hard you try, Walmart. You ain't got shit. Nope.
I
But
mean,
does
look,
Amazon carry produce?
yes,
Amazon
yes, they
Fresh.
do.
Amazon
Well,
Fresh.
no, not over here.
Fresh.
That's why I asked.
Well, that's because I don't think Fresh Direct
Yeah, but you
is
don't have
available there.
Walmarts over there either, right?
Right.
No, no,
Yeah.
no. No, we don't.
Right, so you don't have Walmart or Amazon. What is your equivalent in Belgium to our Walmart?
AliExpress.
I'm starting to think. Because Walmart has electronics, it has clothes, it has food as well. The one brand that would have it is essentially closed down, like it's completely bankrupt, and that was
Really?
Acro. Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore.
How long
What's
ago
it
did
called?
it shut
Mackerel?
down?
The end of last year or this year?
Oh, so recent.
Wow.
Yeah,
Very.
yeah.
Just
Yeah,
no
what they
sales or
essentially
too
did-
expensive?
I have no idea. The original, like when I was young, it was designed for business owners. So the concept was
Okay.
small business owners would have a special pass and could get all those products in bulk without taxes tagged on it.
Oh, like
And
an
then
in-person wholesale thing.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
then they switched it up because they didn't have enough small business owners shopping there, and then they opened it up for the general public. That really didn't take off, and then they decided, I think 4 years ago, because the previous retail store I worked in took over that specific market for electronics. So they separated the food and the clothing line and sold off the electronics part of the store to a different brand. They
Smart.
took it over, did it for 4 years. That didn't work out. And now the food and clothing is shutting down. And MediaMarkt, the store
makes
where I
me
used
wonder.
to work for, also closed it down.
It makes you wonder, with all the businesses that Walmart has, why would they not go to a country that doesn't have a Walmart and do it unless that country says you can't, or that town?
Right.
But you would think, let's just drop a Walmart in the middle of Belgium. We'll sell because there's no competition.
The problem I think there is we're not really big companies.
So you're more
you're
mom and
mom and
pops.
pop. Yeah.
Oh, not really. I wouldn't say we promote that. We just, I'm just saying, if you want to get, like, let's say Walmart, I've seen one, it's enormous. The amount of red tape you would have to cut through in Belgium is insane. No No company is gonna go through that for maybe it becomes successful over here.
So
It's
Jay,
a lot of
could it be the products? Could it be the fact that the products are different in Europe than they are here, and because
No, because
it's just getting
Walmart
it all set up.
Walmart exists in other countries. That's not a problem. I think it's the bureaucracy that comes behind
Yeah.
it of dropping a fucking food station, clothes, electronic station.
Yeah.
You're gonna shut down so much of what's around you. Any small electronic place, gone. Food place,
Well,
gone.
that's why
Not
New
only
York.
that,
ahead.
Well,
like, let's
hold
say-
on, hold on. In Belgium, do you have a place? Okay, you know what a mall is, right?
yeah.
Okay, do you have a mall that has a clothes store in it? Electronic store.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you're not in a mall and you're driving down the road, do you find a electronic place all by itself?
Less and less. It's
Yeah.
all chains.
It's chains. Do you have any Best Buys there?
No, we don't.
Do you have Target?
No.
Kohl's?
We also no.
Kmart? Sears?
Macy's.
There's a reason why you don't have those. It has to do with
Yep.
something with the European Union. I don't know. But I'm sure Walmart would love to drop one right in the middle of Brussels because we're going to shut everything down.
That's
Like,
why
it's
they
a
don't
lack
let
of
them in New
room
York
and
City.
a lot of red tape. Got to keep
In
in
New York
mind,
C-
like, we have now. They're trying to build a giant football stadium, right? It was all cleared, ready to go. I think anywhere between 2 or 10 people complained about it. That product is now in a standstill. That's only for 2 or 10 people that complain. That's the same thing Walmart would essentially have. They would announce, oh, we're building it right over there. You would have only 2 people is enough, or even less, that would complain, and it would stall the project for years. It's not worth it. Not a single big ass company is gonna try it.
Well,
hold on.
first off, what these companies will do is they'll come in and say, "Listen, we know you got all this property. I'll buy it from you. Oh, you couldn't give me enough money. I'll give you $10 million sold."
Okay.
Right. So, and government does this too. They, as much as I don't know in Belgium, like if the government wants a piece of land here, they can't. As much as they could, in theory, just take it, they're not going to. Yeah, it's gonna cause a lot of problems. They're gonna offer you a lot of money, or they'll just build around your house, like literally. The road to your house is your property. Everything else around you we're taking. So you can have a house in the middle of the base all by yourself, fenced off, fine. But I feel like with enough money, there has to be another reason as to why none of these exist in Belgium. I don't know if they exist in Germany or UK. I know that there is Walmarts in Europe. I just don't know where they are. I have to believe that they're not putting enough of money on the table, or like you said, the public doesn't want it. But why would you not want something that has everything there? Are you like Matthew with the fucking atlases where you want to go
I agree.
to Joe's
think
banana
we are.
shop to get a banana?
I do think we are, Jay. Not being funny. From living here 36 years, Belgians are generally afraid of change. We're an old people. Everything
Hold on,
new,
hold
it
on.
takes an enormous long time to adopt.
Are
new
you talking?
technology.
Are you talking like Walmart? Are you talking the specific brand, or if
Walmart.
we have something alike?
But I just
No,
asked him
specific
that. You
brand.
don't have anything like Walmart.
Yes, we do.
No, you don't.
Like what?
Macro.
Macro was the only thing. Yeah, that's down. That's
Yeah, he
sealed.
brought that up.
That's sold. That's completely
Yeah, but-
bankrupt.
Okay, maybe not as big, but we have like Carrefour and other
Oh, that's
places where you
nowhere
can
near.
have electronic, clothing, food, toiletries, and stuff. That's all together in one big shop. We do have those. They're just called different.
Yeah, but that's not on the same level. I mean,
Right,
I've
but
been
he's
in
talking
one,
about
but it's not
huge
I'm
level.
saying,
Okay, so what I'm well, Jorn's been in a Walmart in America. You have
Yes,
TV,
that's true.
you have TVs, you have
Yeah.
PlayStations, you have Beth, you have everything you could go in one store and get it. You're saying you do have that, Matthew?
Yeah.
And what's it called?
Cat food.
Cat
Mexico.
food?
Cat food. It's Carrefour. It's a French name.
Are you aware of this, Jorn? Why didn't you just mention this?
Because I don't think it's on the same level.
No, it's probably smaller than a Walmart or something. But we have the that's why I asked: is it the concept you're talking about, or is it specifically Walmart or the specific names? Because we have the same concept, only different names, and they're probably smaller than in the US.
Right, but then that's
I
not
think
what
so.
Jay's asking. Jay's asking, okay, he brought up the fact that is there something similar to Walmart? The fact that Jorn said that there is something smaller, it's similar, but it's not the same. We're talking about
That's what I'm-
huge
That's
companies.
what I'm saying, Spade. We do have the concept, maybe not in the big
Smaller.
way like it, but we do have the same concept. It's not like you have to
But the
go
next
to the
question is why?
Listen. So Walmart was in Europe. To conclude, Walmart failed in Germany and eventually in all of EU due to a variety of factors, including the inability to adapt to German retail market conditions, lack of competitive prices against German stores, underestimated local competition, environmental cultural differences, and different organizational rules and corporate culture for Walmart employees. If
So
the folks at
more
Walmart
laws.
had been more proactive in the studying of Germany's economic system and consumer habits, their stores might not have failed. Wow, they tried it for 11 years.
It's
imagine
also
what
a
that
thing.
loss is.
You could have a
Imagine the money.
Walmart in the States that's very cheap to buy something, but once they come into Europe, they have to adhere to prices.
But that's what I was bringing up before.
That's what you were saying. Carrefour is the world's
Yeah.
second leading general retailer after Walmart and one of the largest and most well-known supermarket chains in Europe and France. That's what you're saying?
Yes.
Cat food.
Yeah, it sounds like you were saying fucking cat food.
I thought he said cat food. That's why I was like, wait, what?
In bulk.
Carrefour is a group.
So have
they-
you
they-
been
they
there? Have you been there, Jorn?
Yes, sir.
And how would you compare that to the size of Walmart?
Like a baby Walmart.
But it has
It's
everything
nowhere.
Walmart does. It sells PlayStations, TVs.
Yeah. Let's say if you guys have a wall of TVs,
Yes.
it has like 2 meters of TVs. So like 2 or 3 TV sets next to each other.
So it's not huge, but it does sell everything.
Yeah, it's the same concept, just on a really small scale.
Makes you wonder if they could do it, then why doesn't Walmart follow those business practices and launch them? There's no Walmarts in all of Europe at all.
Because,
Asia,
because
yes.
Cost effective for them.
Asia, yes.
Carrefour.
Europe, no.
Carrefour is a very big group, and they have power, and they
Yeah.
don't like other players, so they probably push out Walmart.
You guys don't
or
have a
whatever.
rule for monopoly in your country?
No, it's not allowed monopoly.
Well, that's what that is, though.
Yeah, but
Not if you own different things.
Yep,
yeah, but
that's how they do
no, it still applies. If you have subsidiaries, and that's even worse. That's like fraud. If you have subsidiaries that you're using to compete against yourself, that's still a monopoly, right? Like you have Microsoft, you have Apple. Those are competing. Now, if someone else can't compete with Apple, I get what you're saying, money, but that would never work in America if Walmart was the only one. The government would help out the counterpart. Let's just say Target was
Right.
the second one. They'd say, okay, we can't have Walmart be the only one. Here's a bunch of grades. That's what would happen. So the fact that that's the one that you can name, Mr. Cat Food, as your competitive, and cat food is the only one, I get the money aspect, but you can't even name a second one. So
Well, they're
We
saying
even
that the
have,
smaller
like
businesses
in
are
Holland,
their competition.
in the Netherlands, there is Albert Heijn.
okay, and that's like that.
Big chain. It's a big chain, but
Do they have
They
electronic?
they came into Belgium, and a lot of Belgians went just over the border to buy their stuff in Albertine because it was cheaper.
Uh-huh.
They came, oh, they're popular, so they came into Belgium and they had to up their prices.
Yeah,
So
but
they're not
that's not.
cheaper here anymore.
Yeah, that's true, but that's not a direct comparison because they only do food, so that doesn't
Yeah,
count
but
as
okay, what
pet
I'm
food.
saying,
Yeah.
if something like Walmart would come here, they wouldn't be
Yeah,
able
their
to compete.
biggest competitor would be this cat food shit. And the cat food would be like, hey, I,
Yeah.
you're welcome to come in, but if everybody knows cat food, nobody's gonna go to Walmart.
Why would they? Yeah.
And again, are we gonna willing to with all the money we're making in America? Are we willing to expand to Europe and hope it works? So there's a thing when I was doing the manager training at King of Prussia in Pennsylvania. Weird name for a town. Um, the One of the things they told us. So there's in history, in Walmart history, there's only been 2 stores that have actually lost money, like closed. And I think one is in Alabama and the other one's in Texas. And the reason being is just there was nothing around them. Like it was it was like a Walmart in the middle of a field. Okay. We thought this would work because everybody would come to it, but you're fucking 10 miles this way, 15.
It was
It's too far.
location.
Yeah, it was, and you had mom and
Location was the
pops that
issue.
were right down the road. Why am I going to drive all the way to Walmart to save $2, $3, whatever? So 2, and now that might have changed since I was a manager, but it was 2. And what Walmart will even do is, yeah, they're a corporate. They'll come in and bring the big dogs, like the district manager, to be the manager. Let's run this off this keystone of how we ran this one and see if it works. And that even happened and they still failed. So maybe Walmart just knows if we go there, we tried this already for 11 years trying to pass their laws. We had a store for 1 year, but what were you doing for the other 10? What the fuck were you looking at? So if we did that and we failed, why even bother? Why bother?
Yeah.
Plus, you have more people alone in America than you do in, I don't know, 12 European countries? More.
Yeah.
What is the population of all of Europe? Europe population. It's 760.
Not that much.
So it's 764 with all those countries. You got 400
The U.S. is half
here.
of that. Yeah.
Right. So you got 400 million here. Yeah, let's really go over there. That's important. Yeah.
Yeah. So they just said we'll stick here and that's it.
Yeah, just whatever. But let them
We're not going to make money there.
Yeah, and how different are your laws in every state when it comes to working?
None.
Or
Not for retail. Retail. I mean, there's minimum wages, but retail structure is essentially the same. When you're saying like some states are employment at will, meaning that if you come in, I don't like the way you look today, you're fired. Some states have employment discretion, means I have to tell you why I fired you. So that's as far as corporate law, though. No, there's none. You just pay your employees. There's none that say you have to have insurance. That would be a federal thing. So it wouldn't be that bad.
Every country in Europe has a different law.
I'm sure.
So that's a lot of money.
And there's a reason why they did Germany. They didn't say the other European country, but there's obviously a reason. Maybe Germany's one of the more populated European countries.
So also more lax when it comes to working laws.
Is there a lot of people that live in Germany? Like, is it pretty populated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's one of the biggest.
It's also a thing.
European countries.
If Walmart were to come here, let's say Walmart opens a shop here, what products are they gonna have? All American?
Yeah, we were just talking about that. I'm
right.
No, they'd have to get with whoever makes
European
your European shit. Like when you go to this cat food place, is it all Belgian stuff, or do you have
other companies?
Like, are some of the the products from France or Germany?
Yeah.
Oh, they are.
Oh, they are.
But it'll be written in French or in Belgian.
Normally Belgian.
I think it's by law. It has to be in French and in Dutch. on the packaging.
Oh, you
Really?
speak Dutch.
Yeah.
Why do I always say Belgian then?
It is Belgian. It's
It makes
different
me
from
feel
Dutch.
special.
But then you have Flemish, right?
Yeah,
That's
that's
a
just an
dialect.
accent. It's the same as what Spain.
So what do you what is the native language of Belgium?
Dutch.
Really?
Yes.
Yes,
Dutch and
but
then
it's not
French.
the same. It's called
It's an
Dutch,
accent.
but it's
It's
not
an
the
accent.
same as yeah.
Can you speak to somebody from Netherlands?
100%.
Nou ja, jongen.
So that's
100%.
Dutch.
Yeah.
And that's
It's
where
a
real
different
Dutch
accent.
comes from, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you could have a conversation with, say, Eddie.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay. So you speak
Who's
Dutch.
Eddie?
Some guy that I used to know. So used to be cool. I don't know. Disappeared. I don't even know if he's around anymore. Doesn't really matter. Got a bunch of free shit left. So, moving forward, the problem might be is you have what, 17 million in Belgium?
I think it's less.
Okay, so we'll
11?
say 10 million.
11?
I'm not going to
10,
make a
11.
fucking Walmart that's going to hire 2,000 people out of that 10 million and only serve 10 million people. It doesn't make any logistical sense for me.
It's also going to be less. Because 11 million is our population for the entirety of Belgium. But it's not all Dutch-speaking ones. So you have like half. So you need French Walmart
Yeah, that's
and then Dutch.
You know what that is? That's a logistical fucking nightmare.
That's why they don't do it.
Oh my
And that's why they
God,
don't do
bro.
it. That's why they say we're going to save our money
fuck
to get
that.
it. It's too much of a headache.
Yeah, you.
For what?
Now
For
I
$1
gotta
billion
hire
a year?
translators and fuck. Nope.
No.
Nope. I'm out. Let's just go English. English only
Yeah,
way.
the
That's
strange
it.
part is, like in the cat food thing, they have a section that is other countries' food and stuff, like American stuff.
Yeah,
Really?
they have an American aisle. Yeah, they
that
do.
sells an American aisle that sells.
It sells
Like,
good?
drinks,
Oh yeah,
candies, cookies from America.
Really?
it's
You name
expensive.
it, yeah.
It's weird because
expensive.
when you go here, right? When you come to a grocery store here, like a Publix, or if you're from the north, like a ShopRite, you have one aisle, and 95% of that aisle is like Spanish or Mexican. It's not your. You'll find some sprinkled
Or
in
Asian.
little
some
Asian little jam where it's like this big of a section.
Yep.
But the rest is all Spanish. There might be like 2 products from Germany. But if you're saying you got a whole aisle that's like American shit, yo, wow.
Yeah.
How do they get that?
Yeah, but
And
it
it sells.
kind of makes sense, right? Like,
But it's going to be
let's
expensive.
say Florida. You have
Yeah.
a lot of Mexican and Spanish people, so you would have to cater to those people as well. And since we
True.
look towards American culture and American
Makes
foods
sense.
in general,
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah, I
and
guess
there's a
there's
huge
too much
profit
logistics.
margin on it.
Too much logistics.
Oh.
Too much.
Yeah, the amount they charge for American products is insane.
Like, what kind of American product would you find in that aisle?
Mikey.
I'm trying to think of something. Well, Mountain Dew.
Okay, so you don't have Mountain Dew in your country?
Apparently
no.
not.
When you get the Mountain Dew in that aisle, in the corn, and the ingredients, does it say corn syrup or cane sugar?
Huh. I don't know. I have to look it up.
I'd be willing to bet that it's not a true American version. So Mountain Dew does make a cane sugar version, but it's their old time Mountain Dew, not the new one. The new one's corn syrup. Every fucking soda's corn syrup. Everyone.
So my kid likes Reese's Pieces, and it's the one thing. It's €2.80.
Reese's Pieces peanut butter cups or Reese's Pieces the little M&Ms?
No, the cups.
Yeah.
Okay, Reese's cups, peanut butter cups.
Yeah, when you get the three little cups in one package, right?
3. We get 2.
Yeah, you get 2. 2 or 4.
Isn't it? Oh no, it's 2. Sorry, it's 2.
Oh, okay.
So
I was
it's
going to say.
almost €3 for one of those.
So that's equivalent to
$3,
what, like
Jay.
$3.50. That's about the same price as America.
No, isn't it like $2?
No, it's like $3.29, $3.39.
I haven't bought them in a while, so I don't know.
So it's not. That's not that
crazy.
different.
Well,
Okay.
if you if you do the conversion, because you guys just went
Yeah, we're
level
always
down.
our dollar bill is worth shit. He's got fucking.
Time to get some dollars.
Let's not turn it political.
No, the king size in the U.S. has 4 cups, not 3. It's 4.
Yes.
It's double.
Yeah.
And then you could get the double jams, which is, God, we're fat. You could get the king size, which is the big cups. They're like this big, and that fucking, it's like eating a cake for a Reese's cup. Yeah, we go big. We go big.
Yeah, that's the only difference I really noticed. Is like the prices are the same, it's just the portions you're getting for the price are different.
Yeah, America knows how to really pack in as much calories and get you addicted. I'm interested. Is your ingredients? Yeah, your husband's jipping you because if you look up Reese's cups online, I know 2 and 4, not 3, unless there's like a special limited version, I guess. Yeah, because king size is double, right? How many?
Yeah.
How many peanut butter cups?
Unless it's the 2-pack, but they're huge.
King size.
I think
No,
your
I think
husband
they're
is
4.
stealing your cups, Jenna.
It might be 4.
Didn't you guys have a very big bottle like Coke and stuff? You had very big bottles.
2 liter. The 2 liters. We have a 2 liter.
Yo, they got an extra.
3
Listen to this. They got an extra super king size for Reese's. It's got 6 fucking cups in it. Jesus. Yo, look.
Post the affiliate link for everyone to buy.
What the fuck is happening, bro? Hold on.
Wow.
Of course. Stan says you have a 3-liter as well.
Yeah.
That's not a thing over here.
They don't sell 3 liters as much anymore. They used to be around a lot, but that's a lot of soda, man. Even a 2 liter is a lot.
Think? Yeah. And it's plastic, so it like the bubblies go out
Yo, look at
really
this shit.
fast. I'd rather have a can.
Super King, 6 cups. And there's 24 in here, so there's 4 packs in there. 6 cups, bro. That is, I don't know how much that is. There's a package. Did you see the package? Jesus! Yo, it's a baseball bat worth of fucking Reese's.
That's nuts.
I think I
The
saw
fucking
those.
package is this long. Oh my! And some fat fuck is like Shatter's gonna take it and just open it, eat it with the wrappers. Just
One shot. One shot chew.
That's what they need to do. Biodegradable wrappers.
To buy a biodegradable package. Just bite the package and eat it.
It gives you a different
That's
taste.
the only thing that actually struck me is like the portions of it all. Yeah, their bakery section is insane, Matthew.
Yeah, like I once saw.
They have like wedding cakes just in a supermarket. It's a Sunday. Let's get married.
Let's buy a 5-tier wedding cake because we got some people coming over.
I once saw a certain individual pour cornflakes into a bowl.
Oh yeah.
And that packet of cornflakes, that was huge for our standards.
Yeah, that's not a typical American. That's a
yeah, but I mean the size of the box.
Oh, the family size box. Yeah.
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 Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, so you have regular size, which is whatever, 16 ounces or 32 ounces, whatever. Then you got a family one, which they add a quarter of it on top, and then you have a super family, which is like a bag.
Yeah.
It's like a sleeping bag worth of cereal. I'm not being funny. Like it goes up to the waist. Yeah, it's
So imagine you being like, oh, you know what? I'm going to save so much money by buying the big one. It'll go
Yeah.
stale before you even eat
Yeah.
it if you're just by yourself.
Yeah.
Wow. Some people eat it in one go.
Yeah, no, some people will put it in a bowl, like what you just said. And I never understood that, how people have cereal for dinner. No offense, I eat cereal and 20 minutes later I'm hungry.
Yep.
I've seen even people in vocals just pour milk in the bag and just eat it that way.
Oh.
Okay, I need a name. I'm gonna need a
Shater.
name.
It's the
That was
same name.
Shater. Yeah, same name. Just poured it in the bag and ate it out of the bag.
That's insane.
Well, less dirty dishes. I think that was the mindset.
That's a stupid reason. It is. Like, think logically. That's a dumb reason. Like, oh, I only have to wash my fork.
You
and my
pour
spoon.
it. Hold on.
Okay.
You pour it. You pour the milk in the bag, and then do you use a spoon or do you just dump it in your mouth?
No, it was fancy. It was using a spoon.
How big was the spoon? Was it like a spatula?
Was it a soup ladle? Like what?
Ladle.
Well, to be fair, every spoon in his hands looked small, so I
Wait,
really don't know.
wait. Do you? Ew, God, gross. So you get like all the crumbs and shit in the milk?
Oh, yeah. Of course, it's got to be because you're pouring it in the bag, so all the little flakes on the
Yo,
bottom
if you did some shit like that in my house, you could get the fuck out. Like that is.
You take the bag, cut it open, the big jar of milk, and then a pack of sugar in it, and then you can crush it up and you can drink it like a paste.
Oh,
What the fuck?
You know what that screams to me is I don't care how my heart is feeling. I'm the boss of this.
Yeah.
That's what I get out of that.
Yeah.
I'm the master of my existence. I can do this.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, how big is the spoon you're using? If you just cut off the top, I don't even know how this is possible. If you cut off the top and you fill it with milk, first off, everybody knows it's that cereal. You got to have the right milk to cereal ratio, right? You can't be drowning in milk because then you're going to get all soggy, especially with a whole bag. The bottom's going to get soggy regardless, okay? But when you get to the bottom, as you eat it, do you cut more plastic to get closer to it? Or do you
fold it? You fold it.
You fold it like a pair of jeans on the bottom to stop it from rubbing on the ground? Oh my God, bro. You're fucking disgusting.
That's
That's why I remembered it. I've never seen that happen in real life.
Thank God you don't judge Americans based off that one experience, because you were like, you know what? No need for me to come there. Like, why not just use your hand as a spoon, right? Why not just stick your hand in, scoop it, and just do that? It's more effective, and you don't have to clean any silverware. You just lick your hands clean.
If you're already a big person and you have problems wiping, do you really want to use your hand as a spoon? Remember, he's probably the person that didn't wash his hands after going to the bathroom. So.
Oh, come on, man.
I'm just saying. I mean,
so now you're having shit loops?
It didn't strike me as a very clean person.
Shit loops.
Shit pops. Shit Krispies.
What's this new flavor? Is this gluten free?
Why does it taste nutty?
Did they put corn in my Fruit Loops this time? When this fucking corn pops got cashews in it?
Hey, they put raisins
so it is
in the
healthy
corn
for me.
Nice.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God. Bro. That shit is disgusting, man. It's just like with the mayonnaise, right? Mayonnaise out of a jar? No way. No way, no how.
Take a stick of
Like,
butter, dump it in mayonnaise, and then eat it.
Ah.
what the fuck? No, what? Ew.
Look it up. People seem to like it. They take a stick of mayonnaise, a stick of butter, dunk it in mayonnaise, and then eat it.
Oh my
Ugh,
You want to?
God,
Do they want to
bro.
die? Is that what it
Yo,
is?
you know what?
Cholesterol.
That's, yeah, cholesterol, the fucking high heaven. And, oh, it's so slippery. Like, oh, shit.
I don't even think I would do that on a dare.
I might gag. Mayonnaise, first off, mayonnaise and butter doesn't go with anything. Like, what?
you keep it.
What do
If
you
take a
eat that
bite out
has
of that
butter
and you
and
swallow,
mayonnaise
how
on
do
it?
you keep that down?
Nothing.
Butter and
How do you keep
mayonnaise.
that
I
down?
can't even. A sandwich?
Matthew,
No.
is it unsalted butter or is it salted butter?
I don't know. I'm not gonna try it, Spade. It's not my wheelhouse. Thank you very much.
Well, you know what people do is they take butter and they deep fry it. That shit's pretty fucking good. I'm not gonna lie.
How? It doesn't melt?
The same way they do fried ice cream, bro. That shit is. Oh. Look, if you take butter right now, this is gonna sound gross, but if you take butter, a stick of butter. Shut up, Jorn. You take a stick of butter and put some sugar on it. Try that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because the sugar is giving it a flavor. That's different.
Well, so is it when you deep fry it. It's got like funnel cake shit around it.
That's fine, but the mayo, it doesn't make sense.
Oh, I didn't say nothing about the mayonnaise.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
say dip a deep fried butter stick into a stick of fucking mayonnaise. I'm saying deep fried butter is pretty damn good. I
feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack. Listen.
Oh yeah. Oh, when you bite that, the first swallow, you're like, that's it for me. For a whole week, no cookies. Yeah, it's really good.
Hell no.
Say what you want, you guys really push it forward when it comes to that just not a heart attack food.
Fine line. Fine line of gross and yum. Yeah.
Ugh.
You really like to live dangerously. I like it.
Yeah, instead of like doing drugs and shit, you know, bumping some K, I just eat some deep fried butter and see what happens.
But it doesn't give you a high, Jay. It just gives you.
It does,
cholesterol.
though. It does get you high food.
Yeah. Yep.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah. When you have
Maybe
a nice
it gives
meal,
you a sense of euphoria.
you just
when
sit
you like
down, all
food.
those endorphins kicking in, you feeling good, man.
Especially sugars.
Oh,
I'll
that's
try
yeah,
it.
that I
Like
can
for
agree with.
4 months, no fast food, and then go have yourself a meal in the McDonald's or
No,
Burger King. Or
I-
something.
I've-
You would feel it.
No, it tastes nasty.
really, you don't like McDonald's?
I'm not a fast food guy. I mean, we'll
That's
go
what-
every so often, but
You don't like McDonald's, really?
I'm it's not something that I would say, hey, I'm gonna go get McDonald's today. Like it has to be very random and after so often. Like we'll go months without doing any of that.
I feel like you just said you joined Al Qaeda. I mean, isn't McDonald's one of the American brands?
Yeah, it's like an American. I wouldn't say it's a staple, but I mean, to not like anything on McDonald's menu, like I won't eat McDonald's every month, but we'll go to Arby's every month. Well, every 28 days we go to Arby's, literally.
But
Like,
Arby's is not McDonald's.
yeah, it's not.
level.
It's not
it's
fried
better.
either. It's broiled roast
Right.
beef, so it's.
So you can't really compare the two.
Yeah.
That's like saying I'm going to a burger place and McDonald's. The
I
burger
agree.
place is
I agree.
kosher. So no, I'm not saying I don't like I'll eat McDonald's here and there.
But
Like
what about
maybe-
Taco Bell? You want to know Taco Bell?
Taco Bell, like for instance, okay, Taco Bell, we had it maybe a month ago, but the last time before that was like 2 years prior.
Wow. What about White Castle?
Yeah.
You don't like White Castle?
No, in my younger years, yes, when we buy the crave cake, the
Yeah.
crave case,
And
yes.
you'd be
But
shitting.
now.
You shit in 5 minutes after eating it, and you're hungry 25 after. But man, they are
Chinese
delicious, boy. I fuck up a case of White Castle. They don't got no. So the nearest, check this out. You guys don't know what White Castle is. Well, Spade. White Castle is like, you do know
I
what they
know.
are?
Yeah, from the movie.
Okay, all right, yeah.
I know exactly.
So it's like the European Walmart thing. There's like no White Castles outside of Northeast. You'll find a couple sprinkled here and there, but there was none in Florida. And White Castle said, okay, we're going to come to Florida. But when we come to Florida, we're coming big. Yo, they took like an 8-acre lot and built one in Orlando, and the lines every day are out of the parking lot.
Are you serious?
Yes, let me pull up a picture of it. It is
For White Castle?
Yo, it's the only one in Florida, and it's fucking massive. Look at this. You're gonna say that's a fast food place? Yup.
Does it look like a castle? Did they make it look like a castle?
Yes. Hold on.
Because we used to have one nearby. It was like 10 minutes away. Yeah, it didn't look anything like that. This one's
Castle?
nicer.
The castle. That's the mock-up of it.
That looks like a resort.
Yeah, bro, that's a fucking White Castle. Look it.
That's a White Castle? It looks like a resort.
Bro, they ain't fucking around. Like they said,
How much for the night?
Yo, they were not playing. They said, fine, we're nowhere in Florida. We're going hard, bro. We're going to build literally a White Castle. Yeah. Yeah.
Are they good?
Crazy. What, are they good?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good. They got like chopped onions in the meat. They're pretty good. The jalapeno cheeseburgers. But the problem is, bro, they're this big. If you don't eat 4, it's not enough. Like 2 burgers is going to do nothing for you.
To give you an idea of how big that burger is, right? We all know what a 21-700 is, right? Now, this is the size of the burger. 3 21-700s together. It's literally 3 of them together.
Yeah, and it's not, and the buns are fluffy though. So the burger's about this tall. The burger, the meat.
Yeah.
About that
It's
big.
it's
like 2 receipt papers.
Okay, but how much for one burger?
You can't buy just one burger.
Okay,
it's
how
impossible.
much for one meal?
So if you get, it's usually 4. You get 4 burgers
4
that
drink and
are in
fries.
like little cups. So 4 burgers, French fries, and a drink, $4.85.
That's nothing.
That's too much?
No,
that's nothing.
Oh, you get a crate. Yo, you could get a box like 48.
Like a suitcase.
Yeah, it's literally like a suitcase for like
suitcase.
$15, bro.
Yeah.
You fuck that shit up. Like, then you chew.
I see why you have an obesity problem.
Nah, bro, these burgers, bro, the closest you could get is, so you go at grocery stores. White Castle did the smart thing. They said, we're going to take our burgers and flash freeze them. So you can buy White Castle burgers frozen, and when you heat them up, they taste just like you're at White Castle.
What?
What happened? Hello? Hi.
Hi.
You want some White Castle, Jorn? What the fuck? Am I lagging?
No, I hear you. I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Belgium lost their internet.
What the fuck?
What's going on here?
Hello? Hello? What the fuck is happening right now? Yo, am I tripping? Jorn! Jorn!
Oh, dat zit eervast. Dat is nog straffer daar.
This is hysterical.
Yo, what the fuck is happening, bro?
Nog te zien.
What? Maybe they had a bad connection.
Yo.
I have no idea what happened.
Now you're on the wrong
me
microphone.
Oh, no.
Hey, you're having my problems.
Yeah, I just went back in. Didn't check anything.
Okay, so that was fucking weird. I thought I was tripping. I was talking to you and Matthew, and you guys were just looking around like I was not here. And it was so fucking weird. And I thought that I died out, but Spader and me in the chat saw me. But Matthew, on the other hand, is also not here. So
Yeah, we need to pay our bills, Matthew.
what happened?
I had everything. WhatsApp was still open. Discord, I didn't lose the internet connection, and for some reason, this just locked up completely. It's
So
gotta be
when you
CDC.
were picking your nose, like going like this, you thought we were. So you didn't know that we were live.
Oh, but you didn't see my penis, right? Because I was naked. Oh, okay, then it's okay.
No, you didn't stand up. I don't think either that or cut out. God, that was
Oh, thank God.
okay. That was fucking weird, man. Like that was.
So you couldn't hear and you couldn't see anything?
No, everything was frozen up, and everything else worked perfectly. So I have no idea because at first I thought, oh, the internet connection went down or something like that, but nope.
Well, okay, so the same shit happened to me earlier in this, but it was just my headphones. I couldn't hear anything. That's why when I got back on, Jay's like, well, if nobody's going to answer my question, I'm just going to search it. That's why I was like, okay, I must have missed something because I didn't hear anything.
It has been cutting out a couple of times, but nothing drastic, nothing like this.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. I thought I was literally in a different
funny.
dimension. Like it was fucking trippy.
All I did was laugh. I couldn't stop laughing.
So Matthew, are you back?
He's alive. I mean, he's moving.
So it's the same fucking thing. Matthew, do you hear me?
Hey, gorgeous.
Raise your hand if you.
Oh, you do. Okay, we're killing the feed. This is getting fucking weird.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we've been live for 4 hours anyway. Good stream.
Good.
Thanks, Matthew.
Yes.
Good job.
I agree.
Okay. Good. All right. Okay. Bye. See you later.
Bye.
Okay. All right.